Bloop. Hello and all to Dev Stream in the morning this time, so at a better time for people who are in America and also other less known continents. I mean, is America's not a continent, it's a country. Oops.
America is a continent.
Is it? I
Yeah,
failed geometry. I didn't fail geometry.
Geometry is not the subject we're talking about.
Geography?
Right. Yes, geography. I said geometry.
Yeah.
Alright, so streaming with me today is the French Pineapple, Steven.
Hello, that's me.
And Twelnor, Ethan.
Hi. Woo!
There he is.
Woo!
Oh, what a big boy.
Alright, so I'm gonna put in the name of the draw pile and the password in no mic.
Alright. Guess I have to save what I'm doing.
Oh jeez, loud whistling.
Sorry.
Alright,
I
I've
forgot
put it
to
in
read from
there.
my water bottle.
Let me start draw pile.
Hey guys, the Gremlins here.
Hey, also joining us just a minute later is CinnaBani Bonabel. You joined just as I started streaming, Bonabel.
So, in what channel do you say where the password was?
It's in no mic.
No mic. Found it.
Yeah. Just pull up the stuff so I can see everything going on. Oh, we got people.
Oh, oops.
Muto, why are you doing this at 3 AM? Alright, bye, just so you have fun at work, I guess. Also, hello, Captain Butterscotch, good job on getting first. Right. There we go, now I can see it. Unfortunately, I've accidentally put it so that our faces cover up the chat at the moment. Oops.
Is it capital C-A-T?
No.
64? Looks like a capital.
I didn't write with a capital, though. Hey. Did I really? I guess I did
Yep.
write with a capital. My bad.
And Knuckles.
And Knuckles.
I watched Jack's films, I think it was Jackass or something, and he was like, what's another name for Mario Odyssey? Super Mario Odyssey, and one of them was like, Super Mario World Adventure 2.
And Knuckles.
Hold on, I have to find it because it was more complicated than that. But it was
The
so
password is
simple.
not
It was, yeah.
working, Death Bear.
It is
He's
actually a capital C.
Hmm.
You should have said that.
I made a mistake, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you have. You are a disappointment.
Where is it? Oh no, that's right. I watched it on my Vita, so it's not going to show up in my history.
No, are there supposed to be spaces?
I just put those spaces there to show that the difference between the name of the thing and the password.
Oh, okay. I mean, okay. Oh, okay. I thought the password was started with pass is.
No.
I was writing pass is.
Here it is.
All right.
Super Mario World Adventure DX2 Director's
Oh.
Cut Battle and Knuckles.
Jesus. Alright, so we've got French Pineapple. Unfortunately, Bonabelle hasn't got Dropel installed on her new computer, so she has to reinstall it.
Did you get a new computer?
Yeah. Yee!
Woo! Bet she's hyped for that.
She was
almost
very
a
happy
bit
about it.
confused.
I saw when she was talking like in the chat that we have for Overwatch. And she's fucking so happy about how smooth it looks.
Is she trying to talk?
I think so.
Sorry, I wasn't talking to you guys.
There!
Oh, just checking. Just checking.
Good that we can hear though.
Oh, look at that smooth line. Let's just get rid of that.
Alright. Let's think of something to draw, guys.
I'm having technical difficulties.
Oh, what's up?
You can see that.
So, I'm using my tablet to use draw pile, but whenever I put my, as in tablet, as in computer tablet, so I'm drawing on the screen. But whenever I put my pen on, it's scrolling the page.
Oh, that's not
So
very
letting
good.
me draw. So yeah, so right now I'm trying to draw a line straight down right now, but it's just scrolling the page up and down and just barely putting any ink on the canvas. So that's not desirable. Don't know if I can look. Okay, now it's working. I don't know why it stopped.
Strange stuff.
No, it's gone again.
God, Jesse's probably gonna be listening into stream while he's at work. Please don't let that impede your work, though. Oh, it's a square. This is gonna be a television. My character has white hair. If that's what you're asking, Gloss. Hold on, I gotta turn Bonnabelle up. She's quiet.
Is she
Yeah.
talking?
No, it's just when.
Okay.
No, but like when she does actually speak.
Oh, yeah, she is really
No,
quiet. Hold on.
yeah, you are still just really quiet though, Bonnabelle.
What you're hearing. I'm downloading draw pile and stuff right now, sorry.
No, it's good.
I'm still setting up this new laptop.
Hopefully the room does not crash when you join then.
Okay, so I figured out how to fix my problem, but that's only because I am completely zoomed out and I can't scroll something that's completely zoomed out, so
Well, you see, you're gonna
Guess
end up
I'll
drawing big stuff.
yeah.
Oh no.
What happened, Bonnie? Simon?
Something not too great. I'm gonna draw a squid. As I do, the squid of all ages, the great squid, the most magnificent squid that could have ever existed.
What's the lasso tool? Keep accidentally using it before.
Do you not know it? What? You know what it is. What do you?
No,
look
no,
at you go.
the shortcut. I meant.
Ah. I gotta move mine up a little bit as well, actually.
Alright, what should I draw?
Draw a squid with me.
A what?
Squid.
Squid. Why would I draw a squid? I'm gonna draw a squid.
Are you smack talking the squids?
I'm just squidding.
Oh. That was really bad.
I get it because kidding and squidding because of Splatoon,
I get it.
the kids turn into squids. So it's kidding because the kids turn into squids, but it's squidding.
I get it.
I'm
I'm just not
good at
sure I
it.
comprehend.
No, it's because there's this video game called Splatoon that I haven't played, but I've heard of, where there's these children characters who turn into squids. So
Kid now.
They- they're kids, but they're squids.
I have,
So when I
I
said
have
just
heard of
kidding,
that game, but I've never actually
Well-
seen anything of it.
yeah. So when I said instead of saying just kidding, I said just squidding because it's a pun.
Grabbing your leg here. Casually grabbing your leg.
Just need to start drawing something now.
He's comforting you, but he's also going to take you.
Okay, I have an idea of what I'm gonna do.
You guys should probably get some rest, by the way. You shouldn't be staying up at 3 a.m.
Wait, is it 3 a.m. for you over there?
No. It's 3 a.m. for Wushis and Ezek, and I don't think so for Glass. $6:42. PM or AM? He's got the wiggly monobrow. 6:42 PM is good timing. My squid is going to take his character. Oh! Oh! Steven's putting
What's wrong?
shots. Look at him go. Whoa.
I think I've done this on every draw pile I've been in.
This specific thing.
Well, not this specific phrase, but just putting codes for no reason.
Yeah. That's why I tried to look for draw piles that you've done with other people so that I could
Find codes.
you find bits and pieces from codes, yeah. When I didn't find anything, I was so distraught.
I think I once put in Mr. Prime's real name in code, but no one was able to read it.
Aww. When did you do that?
That's wrong. Whoever.
I need your stuff.
I need to read the last word of this phrase, or it doesn't make sense.
I need to steal all your secrets, Steven.
I think I'm pretty proud of how I'm gonna do the whole Mr. Prime story arc. I mean, I like what I've done with the secret identity. I had to make it something that wouldn't be obvious, but also something that would be interesting. I mean, I can't just reveal Mr. Prime to be, I don't know, some guy named Joe Smith. I mean, that would be
Really
anticlimactic.
cool.
Yeah, so he has to matter. His character has to matter. If not, I'll have to establish some sort of backstory for why this random Joe matters, and why he's looking into all the codes and doing his own investigations and stuff like that.
Is this 1 or 2?
That's 2.
Yeah, it's the same letter repeating.
Yeah. I'm reading it with the code right now, so I'm figuring it out. Oh.
Did you get it?
I got most. I'm getting like most of it, you know. It's been a while since I used this old cipher. I've been like looking into the newer one instead.
I don't blame you.
I mean, I've already done what it says.
This pen is lagging for me.
It's probably
doing a half
because
circle.
it's probably because Australia to frickin' America.
Yeah.
But
true.
the first one already done.
Read out loud.
Yeah.
Or
So
don't.
I mean,
Okay.
look, you're wondering it. It's too late. I've already decoded it.
True. Yeah.
Ethan, do you want to know what it says, or do you want to try and figure it out on your own?
I'm drawing something else now.
Okay. Pie is what you're drawing. Yes.
No.
Apple pie.
No.
Ah, shit. Okay, I know what it must be now. I know what it must be.
Alright.
Lasagna.
You mean lasagna?
Yes, I mean lasagna.
Why do you pronounce it weird?
I don't know. I just think it's funny. I heard in a random TV show that I was watching once, they called it lasagna, and for some reason I just burst out laughing. I had a lot of fun watching that, though.
Wonder if I should finish a sentence I'm writing.
I mean, I guess.
Should I? How about you translate what I put there so far, and then you'll wonder if I should reveal it or not. The rest of this sentence.
That's a sentence. I don't know what the next part would be, so I think maybe nah. That's your deal, dude. I'm just into drawing squids, man.
I'm just taunting you at this point.
Yeah, you kind of are, you jerk. Oh, wait. Alright, nice. Next one about... What should I draw now, though? I am very happy that you had fun drawing Scared Dev, Muto. Because I had lots of fun seeing it.
Oops. Turn that down.
Be right back.
Alright. I'm drawing sitting Dev on top of this head right here. Do you have a problem, sir? Pufftail.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. No, I'm gonna try and draw Muto. I've never tried to draw this person's face, so I'm gonna give it a try. Let's get some more layers. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is a good amount of layers. I'm taking layer 5. Oh. Alright, that's awesome, Robert. Just wonderful. Keep telling yourself that, you fucking jerk. Bye! Alright. Nah, your looks bad. You know what? I'm gonna draw it proper muto. Drunk Dev makes me laugh as well. Unfortunately, it happens to be 9 AM right now. Well, 10 AM now. So I don't want to be drunk. Nice last night's stream. Oh. Gotta even out the jerkness. You gotta be a jerk on one stream to be a nice person on the other one. They're not really good, guys. I gotta do the thing. This, and then do little eyelashes. I like doing the ones like this as well. So I'll put these here too. Make this make more sense like this.
I forgot I was muted this whole time.
Oh my gosh, I was wondering why I was so quiet.
Yeah.
Why are you muted?
Because I was checking something real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, do your streams usually have a topic of discussion?
Not really. It's
To
kinda,
avoid.
It's kind of just whatever happens. I'm not very organized, you see.
That's something that makes us different.
Oh, do you make topics before you stream?
No, well, not for streams, but I'm organized, more or less.
More or
Well,
less
it's important
organized.
to be organized for the things I want to do.
I mean, fair.
If you know what I mean.
Make a lot of stuff going on that needs you to be organized. I, on the other hand, am very spontaneous with this kind of action.
Yeah.
Which is
I'm
not.
thinking about doing a stream this weekend, which I said a few weeks ago, but I'm thinking about actually doing a stream this weekend.
That's good. You should do it.
I probably will. I'm Steven.
You are Steven. Congratulations. I can't do the chin.
Seems that you're in sort of a clef moment.
Yeah, I'm done with trying to make the chin all nice and soft. I'm just doing rigid edges now. Oh hey, it's Dita. It's been a while since I've seen you, Dita. I'm streaming playing Draw Pile with French Pineapple and Twelnor. Unfortunately, at the moment, I'm just kind of struggling it. Oh my gosh. Are you doing so... David? He's... You kidding me? Plug. Robotics now science fact. Oh, it's not science fiction anymore. Plugging your channel. Thanks, Data. I worked for that squid.
I'm sorry. I'll
You're
fix
sorry?
this.
Oh no. What are you fixing? Hello, Cringe Master. Hello, Noah. Alright. Like that. Then like this. Over here.
What am I doing?
Probably some fun stuff.
Mr. Prime is a huge jerk.
Absolutely.
He makes fun of me a lot.
That's probably because you make fun of you a lot, though.
No, that's not true. There's correlation, but it's not causation. I mean, I make fun of myself, but you know, it's one of those things where no one gets to pick on my little brother but me type of deal. So Mr. Prime shouldn't be allowed to pick on me because I'm only allowed to pick on me, right? Does that make sense?
You can't pick on me, only I'm allowed to pick on me.
Hey, fuck you, mate. Mr. Prime is such a character.
Such a character.
Such a mysterious character. I mean, he's probably been through a lot.
Probably.
I mean, people who are bullies usually have some deeper problems either at home or in their own psyche that they need to deal with. So you need to, you know, kind of respect that Mr. Prime probably has things.
He's got his
that
problems
he's
in his
dealing.
life.
Yeah, things probably happened to him. Probably has. Well, I wouldn't say that people have the right to be assholes, but he has a valid reason to
There's a
to
valid
be.
reason. I don't think
way
he has
he-
the right to be an asshole.
Yeah, he has a valid. He has a valid, you know, excuse, but he doesn't. Having an excuse doesn't give you the right.
Yeah.
Like having an explanation for doing bad things doesn't make the bad things correct to do. For example, Hitler had an explanation for his final solution, extermination of the Jewish people, but even if he had that explanation, it doesn't make it right. You see?
Yeah. Wow, 30 minutes in and we've already dropped Hitler.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mean to compare Mr. Prime to Hitler. I mean, I'm not saying that he's a horrible monster who you know is, you know, causing genocides and killing. Well, maybe not the killing people part, but at least he doesn't cause genocides.
At least that, yeah.
And you know, it's I'm not even sure that he actually killed anyone. I mean, there's no evidence to support that anybody is dead or is going to remain dead, so...
Being all vague like that.
I mean, who knows what could happen?
Who knows?
Things could come back and haunt someone. Or maybe they already have. Who knows?
Who knows? It's a secret to everybody.
Saw the reference. I like it.
Yeah.
It makes me happy.
Wait,
It
what
makes
was,
me
what
very-
was the reference?
It's a secret to everybody.
Why don't I know this reference?
Not a true Zelda fan.
What's it from? Like which one? What? Is it from Spirit Tracks?
It's making train noises in the background.
What? Why is my question not answered? No, I can't tell if he's trying to answer the question or not because
What is the question? I'll answer it.
the question
Pronto.
was what was the reference from The Legend of Zelda?
I already answered. I said it's a secret to everybody.
Oh my god.
That's the reference. I wasn't saying that the reference was a secret. The reference is literally word for word. It's a secret to everybody.
Yeah. I'm
The
not
train
sure
has
what he
left the
was
station.
I'm not sure what he was thinking, man. It's a secret to everybody.
I was thinking that there was like a line of dialogue amongst one of the Zelda games.
I mean, the secret to everybody thing, it reoccurs in a lot of Zelda games. So it's been in the first, it's been in Link Between Worlds, it's been in most of the games.
Did your accent just change?
You what?
Your accent just changed.
That is a load of baloney.
Yeah, though I do watch Steven Universe Glass. It's a good show
I still can't get around to watching that.
because it's
What's
called
Steven
Steven
Universe?
Universe.
Yeah, there's a very bad word in the name of the show.
It's actually really good.
That
No.
just tells me that the character is an asshole.
It's Steven Universe, therefore he must be an egotistical asshole.
Exactly. Always bringing stuff back to himself, even when the subject is not related to him in the slightest.
I mean, that does happen sometimes, but it's usually to resolve conflict.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because he's the voice of reason.
Wait, the 10-year-old is the voice of reason in that show?
Yep.
Essentially.
And
It's
also,
one that holds everyone together, pretty much.
aren't the adults like the superpowered rocks or whatever they're called?
Super
Are they? Are they? I mean, the rocks, aren't they supposed to be genderless? And if so, why do they have feminine features? And why do they only have feminine features? I mean, what's the advantage in having breasts if you're a rock?
Ask Rebecca Sugar.
She knows, I don't know. Super powered space lesbians. I like that.
I mean, that's
No, it's lesbian space rocks.
I mean, that's what it sounds like.
I mean, it kind of is that, to be honest.
Magic lesbian space rocks.
Magic lesbian
But
space.
I don't like saying that, so I just call them the crystal gems.
I mean, the more I
Honestly,
hear
say
about
one of the worst main characters in a cartoon I've seen to date. I think I can only watch part of the show for the other characters and their personalities. Of course, this is subjective. So Noah doesn't like him.
Honestly, the more I hear about that show, the more I feel like I'll hate it from the very first minute of the very first episode.
I don't know why I like it. It's just fun to watch, in my opinion.
No, at this point, I think I'm just gonna, hate it on purpose just because I've built up this vague reason to hate it in the first place. I need to justify it by actually hating it for some reason.
I reckon if you actually watch it, you'll be looking for reasons to hate it.
Exactly, and I think it's going to give me a lot of material to work with. Should I make this a prime time show? I could make Mr. Prime review each episode and be a total beehole about it.
You could do that. I would fucking watch that. That sounds good.
And also it'll be clickbaity because that show is everywhere, and I mean everywhere. And
Really
it's
is, yeah.
very annoying. And I'll get so much hate comments. But it'll be okay because it's Mr. Prime.
You'll 100% be told by multiple people that you should go kill yourself, because I know for a fact that the community does that to people.
I bet I'll be called a transphobe, a homophobe, a racephobe, a everything phobe if I say anything negative about that show, because that's also I'd be accused of body shaming or fat shaming or whatever.
Probably.
Because I've heard the main reason I haven't watched that show is because I've heard about some drama about some fan drawing one of the overweight characters as slim, and then other fans were tormenting and trolling and being very nasty to that person just for drawing a picture of a character.
I never heard any of this stuff.
And I heard that the creator of the show had to like step in and say, hey, don't harass people because of the art they drew.
Yeah, I heard of that.
And then one person replied, even if they draw an overweight character as slim when they're supposed to be overweight, and it's like, well, don't harass anybody based on their art. And he just restated what he said in caps. So that kind of put me on the negative side of how I see that show, or the fan base. I don't think I like the fan base of that show.
I absolutely hate fandom, but like I hate the fandom for pretty much everything.
I mean, yeah, true. I mean, if you look at the fandom of anything on Tumblr, you'll hate the entire fandom, because literally everything will be twisted in some weird slash fiction. They'll make it very unbearable to listen to, or even it'll twist. Sometimes they'll even twist the way you see the characters in what's canonical, and it'll kind of ruin your enjoyment of that show or whatever, or that movie, just because of how the SJW Tumblr will just twist everything, or the racist side of the internet will twist everything as well.
That's fair.
They're both extremes are, well, extremes, so by default they are very chaotic and dangerous to observe.
Yeah, that's every fandom ever, which really sucks, because it really takes away from all the people that actually do just want to enjoy a show.
Yeah, sorry, I went on a bit of a ramble there.
Okay, me, I just stay away from the fandom.
Just don't be a part of it.
That's why when you guys have talked about it, I'm just like, I've never heard any of this before, ever.
Yeah, I heard this from a
So
friend.
I'm just like, I don't want to.
I don't
want to ruin anything.
I was walking through
Really?
the city with my other friend Ethan, who's in real life, and we were going off to grab some food in the city, and we were talking about this as well. And I realized like that same kind of stuff happens in the fandoms that he's part of. Like, he's a big person into fighting game fandom stuff. And I don't really know what the deal is over there, but people can be just as savage in like any fandom.
Yep.
Gets worse with every new one though. Robots.
Some fandoms are even flamed by people who aren't even part of the fandom.
Yeah,
Have you heard of the YouTuber Ryan Higa?
Yeah.
Alright, you know how he does like Dear Ryan videos where he just like it's not like a comment responses, but it's like a more complex, you know, skit based around a comment that he got in a video. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I just don't really watch him very often.
Okay, well, basically he'll take a few comments that he gets on videos and not do comment response videos, but he'll make a skit or whole video about one comment sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alright, so I was thinking about doing something similar with Mr. Prime, where the whole prime time with Mr. Prime will be fed, the topics of the show will be fed by the viewer responses or comments.
I don't think you get very bad comments, or at least if you do, I haven't seen them.
Yeah. So if I might make a pilot episode of using the concept, I'll have to, you know, make up my own topic of discussion, and then, you know, at the end of that I can say, hey, what are your thoughts, or what do you want me to react to, or talk about, or give my 2 cents about, and then on episode 2 it'll be like generated by the viewers because they'll know what to ask and suggest stuff.
You could start that
But
kind
then
of stuff by making
yeah.
a post on Twitter, you know?
Yeah, true. But then again, on average I get about 30 or 40 comments per video, so
Really?
if for the beginning it'll be a little rough because either I'm not going to get enough suggestions, or they're not going to be interesting enough, or not going to be thought-provoking. So
I mean,
I'll have to see. So I'll have, yeah.
with the stuff that I post, considering that I post mostly just the stream and then some read videos every now and then, I get maximum like 3 comments.
Wow.
One day I'll get a flame war in my comment section. One day.
Yeah. Also, I want to be careful with that concept idea because I'll just be accused of, you know, copying Ryan Higa or copying Jack's films.
Yeah, but like regardless of what you do, people are gonna say that you're copying someone else. So I don't think you should worry too much about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's saying that I'm copying Gravity Falls and copying James.
Unless miraculously you somehow manage to come up with something incredibly original.
Yeah. You need to be crazy original to actually get people to acknowledge your ideas.
I mean, the only reason that I have like a fully colored character and a background is because I want to, you know, stand out from all the other YouTube animators, storytellers, or whatever.
Yeah.
Because you know, they all have the white background, or they all have like a colorless character, or a very simplistic character like a marshmallow character or whatever.
Or a
so I wanted
white bear.
Yeah, for example. So I really want to, you know, be distinguished by, you know, using full color, using like actual clothing that's not just a t-shirt, putting in a background, putting a second character and all that, and also, you know, using my bilinguality, my dual nationality to, you know, score points on the originality thing. I was really conscious about that when I first started my channel.
You put a lot of effort in, and I feel like you deserve a lot more attention than you have right now.
I know, right? I get a lot of comments either asking why I don't have a lot of subscribers, or saying that, you know, wow, I just found you, your thing is great, and I just subscribed because you're amazing, or whatever. Those comments are my favorite comments, because I'm like, thank you. I'm not the one saying it, so I'm not being egotistical acknowledging it, so it makes me happy. Those are my favorite stuffs.
These memes are quality.
Quality memes.
That's the comments I get.
Yeah, that's you.
Quality memes, I'm just like, I mean, anyone could do this, honestly. Like, If you have the right mindset, you get the easy peasy.
I mean,
It's not that original.
I still enjoy your videos though. I really like the videos that you make when it's just like a random meme music and then you make the whole thing, because you make an actual full video. A lot of people don't make that.
How do you mean? Oh, you mean like how usually it's just like the same thing and then it gets repeated?
Yeah.
Like later in the video? Yeah, no. I did that once actually in the Don't Stop Me one. But that was like the that was when it's just like don't stop me now and it zoomed in on the bar. And then it like scrolled off to the side and something else showed up. That was so fun to make. I was able to pump out half of it in a single day, and I'm just like, oh, this is so good. It was fun.
Draw a bubble hitting the Quan on the dance floor.
Quan.
I don't know what a Quan is.
Alright, so I was rereading some of the stuff in the mystery solving part of my server, and I was thinking this whole thread of all these people, you know, losing their minds over the cipher from the Prime notebook.
Yeah.
And at some point they were like tagging me and saying, "Oh God, please, Steven, come down in the server." I wasn't on my computer, so I didn't like see those, you know, tags right away. And they're all like this whole thread, and they even said, "We'll kill Onion Dip if you come, because you know Steven hates Onion Dip, so we'll kill Onion Dip for you, and that'll make him happy." And that really made me laugh. They were literally all plotting to kill a fictional character.
Yeah, they're all willing.
In order to get my assistance.
In order to get your help with this cipher, we will kill your worst enemy.
Yeah. I mean, Steven and Onion. I mean, Steven doesn't get along with Onion Dip, but it's not like he wants to murder the guy.
If they wanted to murder, I'm pretty sure Prime would probably do it.
Yeah, but Prime has his own opinions of Onion Dip.
Oh, interesting.
I need to stop speaking in cryptic messages, because I feel like I'm just taking over the conversation on the stream.
I'm bad at coming up with conversation topics on the spot anyway, so it's good to have something to talk about in the middle of it. Also, I see.
Okay.
I see Ethan.
I guess we're just gonna
putting the letters in.
I give up. All I can do is I give up.
I guess we're just gonna talk about my mysteries and all that, because we have no other topic conversation.
I mean, I like the mysteries.
I'm glad you do. I'm actually really glad you do.
Hey.
Like, honest, it's one of my favorite things about our friendship. Because that's how the friendship between you and I started, hasn't it? It's because you liked my stuff, and I was like,
yeah,
excited that somebody actually cared. So it was.
Did I tell you the whole story about that actually?
I don't think you have.
All right, so the story that I have for that is, I was talking to Rachel, as you know, for like a pretty long time. We were becoming good friends, and
yeah,
she showed me the rest of the kindergarten and showed me like their cool stuff, and I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool, this is pretty cool, this is pretty cool. This guy looks like he's trying really hard, but he's got this small amount of subscribers. What's going on here? And then since I said that, she ended up going on like a full explanation of you and all of the stuff that you do, and how she also thinks that you don't have enough subscribers for what you do. And so I was sitting there, I'm like, man, I'm gonna subscribe to this guy. And then I started watching your videos, and I'm just sitting there seeing all of these videos like, man, it'd be really cool if I had an excuse to talk to this person. and then I saw all your codes, and I'm like, I'm sure that he would want to talk to me if I decoded this, maybe. So I'll just go ahead.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
I love that story. I love this story. I want to hear it every time we have a stream.
It's Perfect.
You know, to anyone watching, the only excuse you need to strike up conversation with a creator you like is starting by telling them that you like their content, and they'll be appreciative and say thank you and all that, and then you could probably find a. Now that you have them talking, you can probably try to find a reason to continue the conversation. Like maybe you could, pick out like what DevBear did. He picked out the codes and he's like, hey, this is conversation worthy, so just pick out something and why you like the creator's content, and then you can have a conversation with the creator and they'll enjoy talking to you because they like, people usually like to talk about themselves. So if you can get anybody talking about themselves, it will develop on its own.
Appeal to the creator's ego. Work.
Sorry, what was that?
All you gotta do is appeal to the creator's ego.
Exactly. I mean, no matter how big or small, if you like really analyze and just analyze a piece of what they created instead of the generic, hey, I like your videos, oh thanks, bye bye. Besides the generic, don't be too generic in your message of appreciation. So really try to find something that you think they worked hard on, or some aspect that you think they would like to develop more and maybe talk about, and then you can just get them talking and it will be easy. And especially if the creator is small. I mean, you're this is not or whoever has over 10 million subscribers, but it will work on anybody who is like probably in the 100,000s or below.
The French Pineapple giving away the secrets of how to be friends with creators.
I mean, honestly, they're just people, and people like to talk about what they create because they're proud of what they do, usually.
Yeah. So
it's not a secret. It's just literally treat them like people.
It's too often that people start trying to talk to them about all things about their channel and what they've created. If you focus on just that, sometimes people will find it just like, oh, you're just talking to me because of this.
True. However,
Still fun.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
It's still fun to talk about the things that you make.
Yeah. It's still. I mean, like I said, there's always going to be like, the generic, oh, hey, I like your stuff, and that's not going to strike a conversation because they probably get it all the time. But if you like really pick out something that you think that the creator would love to talk about more of, like try to get into like deep into how the video is made, or what the video is about, like if there's themes or like an ulterior motive or something that was important to the creator and they include it in the video, or maybe an Easter egg, and that could be a good means of starting up a conversation. Because honestly, I get super excited when people ask me about the codes and ciphers, and nowadays I just redirect them to my Discord server, and then I can watch them just try to decipher it along with a few other people, and I love that. I love it so much. It makes me feel appreciated, and that my work is not going unnoticed, even though I'm reminded every day by people watching my videos, which doesn't always feel like a lot because I'm still a relatively small channel for the goals I set for myself. I still appreciate every view, and I know that they'll notice the codes, but every time that someone mentions it to me in text, it gets me excited, and I really hope that they decode everything. And I don't know, I'm just rambling at this point, but
yeah. I remember how much you like that kind of stuff, though, because when I first came to you and I just sent you the message that was your cipher decoded, you were so excited. It was amazing.
You were the first, like I said, you're the first person who ever messaged me. You're the first fan who ever messaged me and you found such a good conversation starter, my codes, and you're the first person to ever decode my codes. So it's like really the most exciting point of my YouTube career.
Yeah. Well, no.
And it's still the I'd still argue that it's one of the most memorable parts or happiest moments I've been on this website.
Aw. Nice.
I mean, the sub counts. I'm proud of when I reach a milestone for the sub counts for all that. But every YouTuber reaches a milestone for the sub counts, but not every YouTuber has their work scrutinized and decoded and analyzed. And I just feel so flattered when my content is picked apart and found. Yeah, I'm rambling again, but
take this moment where you're talking about milestones to just say, hey, I made a video for Steven entering the Comma Club. Go look at that. I thought it was pretty funny. the day I decided to go to this freaking shops and buy a pineapple just to make a joke video for your milestone.
Yeah, I really appreciate that video. I was quite happy when I reached 1,000 because it took me so long. For example, my friend Maz, he started his YouTube channel, and a month later he reached 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
When at that point,
Dude, Maz is a man on a mission. I would not be surprised if he continued to grow exponentially like that.
Yeah. So he created a YouTube channel when I was only 4 months into my YouTube video making stuff. And he created a channel and got 1,000 subscribers in 1 month. And at that point, I still had 60 subscribers and wouldn't get 100 subscribers for another 2 months. So 5 months into making videos, and I only had 100 subscribers. So I got pretty salty when he got 1,000 subscribers in just a month. And so did Pichella. And I was like, oh man, what am I doing wrong? Maybe I'm too focused on the lore of my content and world building instead of being social media present and making my brand known. So I worried about that for a little bit, but then I realized, do I really care about the sub counts? I mean, I do. I like I said, I do enjoy it when my work is noticed, but I know that making all this lore and content and all these ciphers and all that will make people interested, and it's just a matter of people finding my channel. So if I make my content interesting enough for people to subscribe as soon as they find my channel, instead of trying to convince people to subscribe because I was on a stream with a famous YouTuber or whatever, and they gave me a small shout out or something, I'd rather I know that I will blow up at some point. I have faith. That's not what's keeping me going, but I'm not obsessed with the sub counts, but I'm still focused, so focused on my lore and all that the sub count doesn't matter as much anymore. So when I'm just doing my lore, I know that people will enjoy it, and this is a story worth telling, worth building. So when people finally notice it in large amounts, it will pay off. So it's a lot of faith and willpower that I'm putting into myself.
That's what I call the Gordon Ramsay effect, the Gordon Ramsay viewpoint, where it's just his view on food is, if you make good food, the people will come to eat your good food.
Mm-hmm. That's very true.
I say that it works, but also kind of put a lot of effort into it to make that good food.
Yeah, I mean, if you make really good food, but nobody knows you're making the really good food, how are you gonna thrive as a business, right?
Yeah. It's nice food, man, to these 5 people that enjoy your food and continue to come here, but don't tell any of their friends that they go there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's exactly my dilemma. I am socially awkward, and even on social media, I don't know how to promote myself, how to put myself out there in a way that I will be noticed by large amounts of potential new subscribers. So since I know I won't be successful at that, and I feel really awkward every time that I promote myself. I feel like a narcissist asshole every time I do any sort of self-promoting. So I
Yeah.
know that I don't like that aspect, so I won't worry or stress about, promotion and growing my channel. So I'll just continue doing the good stuff, the stuff worth subscribing for. So when I blow up, I will blow up.
Mm.
It will happen when it happens.
When you like, if it hits that point, then it's gonna be a bunch of people who actually like your stuff all saying, "Hey, let's all at once
Yeah.
subscribe, not for this one thing that he did, but like all this other cool stuff that he made."
Yeah, exactly. And they can like go back to my older videos and try to see, because for example, an important thing in video making is assume that. Okay, so I learned this in my creative public speaking classes. Assume when you're giving a speech, assume that nobody knows what you're talking about, because you'll always have some people who will know parts of the subject. Some people will know like second half of that subject. Some people who won't know at all. Some people who will know everything or more than you. So you really have to make sure that you cover everything, so that anything that one person won't know will know about the subject. So it kind of applies in video making when you think about assume the video you're posting tomorrow, for example, is the first video anyone's going to see from your channel. So it can't like rely on previous videos too much. It can't rely on reoccurring gags or whatever. It can do that once you're like more famous or well known. But when you're trying to grow your channel, you can't rely on continuity too much, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm putting a lot of continuity in my things for the background lore stuff. That's why it's staying at a background stuff for the time being, is because if someone stumbled on my channel because of the title was catchy, or the thumbnail looked interesting, or the topic was something that they related to, so they wanted to see some asshole on the internet's take on the topic, they'll watch it for the theme or the subject of the video, and then when they'll see the lore stuff, they'll say, hey, what's up with this Steven guy and that mirrored mask guy, and maybe they'll check out my older videos and say, oh well, there's another of that weird code or whatever, and they'll try to. I hope that people will try to track down what I'm doing, and then and then they'll like, well, maybe I should probably subscribe to this guy, because now I'm kind of curious to see how this whole thing will play out, or if this is just some trolly video, or if this is something more. And like I guess the video that I watched about that topic that I found relatable, it was kind of funny, and there were a few jokes that landed. And I guess I'll give this guy a shot. I try to think like that most of the time.
It's good to think like that because it prepares you for things in the future. But in the same sense, it can be hard to find the people that kickstart it.
True, yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm good at self-sabotaging, whether it's like private relationships or friendships or academics or all that. I often do things that straight up ruin my chances, ruin my relationships, ruin my grades or whatever.
Oh gosh.
And I feel like sometimes with the way I'm making my videos, and not doing the social media thing and growing my brand is self-sabotaging, and I'm dooming my channel to never grow. But the way I describe it is, I'm probably just afraid of self-sabotaging, so I'm trying to find ways in which I'm trying to accuse myself of self-sabotaging and demoralize myself, which is not always the best feeling in the world.
No.
But that only happens like every once or twice when I feel like complaining about my sub count or my view count or whatever. When that's where the lore and mysteries and all that comes into place, because I'm so distracted by making sure that my lore makes sense, and I have a way to build it and to display in my videos. I'm so preoccupied with that I don't think about checking my sub count.
Ethan, are you gonna head out? Because I just saw you leave the drop off.
Yeah, I'm gonna deck out now. I'm gonna vacuum and everything.
Alright, man, take care.
You too, man.
See you around.
That's
Come by
the,
more often.
fun
I
about this
miss
thing.
saying hi.
I'm enjoying the piece, to be honest. but I may.
The piece?
Oh, and here comes Rose to take my place.
Oh
Hey.
yeah. Yes.
Rose
No.
is there.
Hey. Yes. What?
Not yet.
By the way,
Okay, I'm gonna.
sorry for the rambles again.
Nah, it's alright, man.
You can take my place, Rose.
Oh, you're leaving?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's leaving now.
I gotta do the trolls before I forget.
I'm your replacement.
Before it's too late. Okay. Yeah. Bye.
To be totally honest, I am a little drunk and I'm not sure if my last ramble made any cohesive sense.
It made cohesive sense. It just felt like maybe it was a tiny bit personal. Just
Was
a-
that bad?
No, I mean, I don't think so. If you're comfortable talking about it, I don't really see big issues.
I mean,
I made this guy's
Okay.
face look so weird.
to be honest, I'm not too worried of what I say on streams, because usually streams after their stream ended, not many people go back and watch them, and I'm on someone else's stream, so it's not like this is my own stream. So I'm not afraid of people, using this information against me or whatever. I'm not afraid about what I've said today, so
For the part I was able to hear, it was pretty interesting.
I'm glad.
And oh, by the way, Bonabel, you've been muted this whole time, just listening in. How's Drawpile downloading? Is that like a thing that happened? Sent a message that she was downloading Drawpile and then just never got back.
Oh no. I'm a good
I
boy.
had to reverse the internet in order to get the
You're a,
precious software.
you're a good boy, Stephen.
What was that?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
What did I say?
You were just saying that you're a
Them
good
being
boy.
gay.
Oh, heck you,
Oh.
man.
What? What's the? Okay.
Alright, Rose, you gonna join the draw pile? Because I was hoping that I could start up a new one so that Bonabel could join, but she's just
I
kinda
can't.
Did I actually say that?
said a lot of stuff, man.
Huh?
Stephen.
I mean, I'm not paying attention to anything I've said. That's why I was afraid that I was repeating myself and not making any cohesive sense in my last ramble,
Insert, man.
because I'm not paying attention to what I'm saying. I had
That's the
probably
beauty
one
of
too many
rambling.
drinks.
It's very forgivable to just be like, oh.
I mean, it's not only rambling.
But it made
it's also,
sense. It made sense. I promise. But like, you know.
it's not only rambling, but I'm also intoxicated, so I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah. Wonderful.
What'd you have?
It also explains my accent, which is not usually there. It just comes out when I
Not usually there.
yeah, it comes out when
Yeah.
I'm intoxicated
I'm
for
not
some
really
reason.
sure what your accent is,
I don't know. It's some weird.
Pardon me,
Mi-
sir.
It's a weird mix between a British accent and a French accent.
No.
By the way, I'm not British, and I'm
Not
not allowed.
British.
I'm not allowed to
Mhm.
like the British because I'm French, and
Oh.
I'm genetically obligated to hate the British.
As we all
Oh, wow.
secretly.
Yeah,
Oh well.
Rose, don't
I
talk.
did say genetically.
I've been genetically modified to hate all of them.
All of
Unless-
the people, all of them.
Genetically
Just
modified to
everyone.
hate people.
I just hate everyone.
Okay, merci.
Maybe it's not even genes. I just kind of hate you all.
Damn. I'm gonna just zoom in on Steven drawing onion dip while I solve this Rubik's Cube real quick.
Ah, Rubik's Cube's the bane of my existence. Okay.
Do you guys know why Steven dislikes onion dip?
Is it because it
Who do
reminds
what?
him of his failures in the past?
Something like that.
Knew
Something
it!
something. Onions have layers. I couldn't hear part of that.
Wait, how did you know? Did I tell you that, or did you
No,
deduce that?
I deduced that from knowing bits and pieces about onion dip.
Okay.
Ah!
So what bits and pieces? Explain your thought process,
You
if you please.
have made onion dip a bunch, but nobody knows about onion dip, so you consider him a failure. Is that correct?
No, not exactly.
Dang it.
Steven does not like onion dip because the time period in which onion dip and Steven were like friends or whatever and making cartoons together, that time in my life was not the happiest. The worst thing that's ever happened to me happened during that time, and
Sorry.
I kind of, left onion dip behind as soon as I escaped the physical location of where those negative memories happened. So onion dip kind of stayed in the same part of my memory where all the sad stuff's happened. So every time that I saw like an old drawing of onion dip, I was, well, not only onion dip, but also like my old cartoons, my old character design, all that, anything associated with that time period, makes me mad and sad and brings back all those
Bad times.
terrible memories. So I decided to bring onion dip back because he was my little brother's favorite character of the old cartoons I did, because I would show him myself, and also because I wanted to balance out, Mr. Prime being a cynic.
Yeah,
and
have a little bit
Steven,
more. Have
yeah,
more cast, yeah.
Yes, Steven being, self-deprecating, but still the enthusiastic when I needed. I wanted to add like a cute character or a unconditionally happy character. So in that thought process, I wanted to bring back onion dip, and also to redeem him and give him a chance to not be associated with only bad memories, but also being added to the current time period of my life with something more positive. But I still want to reference that in the narrative of my channel. So I mean, I've come to terms with the negative memories and the events that happened during those times, and that's why I allowed onion dip to come back. But I'm only still, quote unquote, well, the character Steven is mad at and grieve through that process. The fictional character Steven is still mad and hasn't come to terms. So onion dip just showing up to his house one day was really not pleasant for him.
Unpleasant onion dip.
And in the narrative, onion dip doesn't understand exactly why Steven is mad at him, so he's trying to figure that out for himself, and trying to be like the good old onion dip, being the supportive little cute furball that would have inside jokes with Steven, whereas Mr. Prime isn't a good friend to Steven. So onion dip's motivation is make Steven happy, but Steven knows that those memories still overpower the bad memories overpower the good memories with onion dip.
Oh.
So in a sense, I guess you could say that onion dip is a reminder of Steven's failures, but mostly of him, not of Steven's like marketing failures or character pitching failures, but more of a failures on a personal level, on a psychological level, and all that.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm giving too much information, but then again, this is just a stream, so, and it's not on my channel, so I don't mind
Yeah,
saying all this
people
stuff.
might go looking for it, but they do know that we're friends.
They do, yeah. Oh well. If they find it, they find it. You know. I mean, when I'm out of character, I don't mind talking about the potentials of the lore of my videos. But yeah, so I don't care.
You care a little bit.
What was that?
You care a little bit.
I care a little bit, but I won't dwell on it. It's like, maybe I shouldn't have said that, but whatever. I said it.
Kind of like too late now.
It's like, it's like those scenes in the first Harry Potter movie where Hagrid is talking to the kids and he's like, oh shit, should have said that. It happens like multiple times during the movies. So that's kind of how I am right now. I'm saying, oh shit, I've said that to myself every 5 minutes.
Well, in the movie, some of the things he dropped were kind of actually good and interesting, so yeah.
My draw pile crashed, so I'm starting a new one.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Chris, I found the password to,
Baby. Is it no mic?
I'm gonna send it in a second, yeah.
Nice.
There it goes.
Don't disappoint me. Alright.
What?
What?
Don't disappoint you?
Just as a general statement, please don't be disappointed.
Gosh.
Oh no, that's not.
Is it the?
Okay.
What?
What? Never mind.
Tried to do a thing, didn't work. Check your Twitter.
Yep.
Please, this took me 1 day to draw. Oh, okay. Give me a sec, sir. Someone has drawn a thing of me on their Twitter. I need to go look at that.
Yo.
Oh, there's Maz, showing that he's hit 10,000 subs now.
Oh yay!
Whoa.
Just another reminder of my failures. Ha ha ha. I'm kidding.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, Steven!
Oh my gosh.
I'm kidding.
He gave me the bear hat that covers my face.
Really?
Oh, that's nice. Retweet. Look at this. It's so pretty. I retweeted it.
Nice. Let's have a look.
Some nice stuff you do there, Gloss. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Yay!
Oh, that's funny and cute.
It's so nice. Look at it.
Oh my gosh.
You have given me the smiles, Gloss. Still need to solve this.
I need-
though.
I need to do one of those meet the artist memes,
Meet the memes.
meme
Yeah,
pages.
Did someone
whatever.
say memes now?
This is not the time to be sending your memes, Rose.
No, I wasn't going to.
I don't believe you.
Goodness, come on.
I don't believe.
I have some tact.
Are you sure about that?
Excuse me.
I don't know if
I'm
I'm really
sure.
sure. But...
There's a reason the bear hat covers your
You should be
face.
sure.
How do I zoom out? I don't know how.
Wait,
Guys-
has anybody drawn in there yet?
Nah, nobody's drawn yet. Oh, use the
Oh.
paintbrush instead of the pencil. It's better.
And
Oh,
then
shit.
my tablet stopped working.
Tickle, tickle.
Where's it going? Okay.
Whenever I see someone as fortunate than I.
You break their
Dun,
bones. It's
dun,
worth
da,
it.
da, dun,
Dev,
dun,
please.
da, dun,
Worth
dun,
it.
dun, da, da, dun, 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 da, da, dun.
Da-da-da-da.
I'm a good boy.
Why isn't it working?
What's up, Rose?
Tablet isn't working.
Oh, that's not good.
/ computer isn't working? Question mark. Hold on. Gotta reconfigure the. Oh. Well, one thing wasn't plugged in. That's part of that.
You
Hold
know,
on.
that's a pretty good reason for it to not work.
Alright. See here. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, so the outlets work.
Trying.
Yes, always. Always try.
Always try.
Always try, and then I cry. Anyway.
That is the way to
I
live.
cry every time.
I cry every time. Why isn't it working? What? Alright.
Is this New York?
Maybe.
Pack your khakis and your khakis.
Then shut
And
yourself
other
before
assorted
smoking.
tongue twisters and different accents.
Gosh dang it.
I'll smack your face with a bag of garbage and throw you in the harbor.
Oh my god.
Boston Tea Party. Yee.
Good stuff.
Good
Huh.
freaking stuff.
Did the drop all crash? Because I think I'm the only one in here.
Nah, I'm just not. I'm trying to solve this freaking Rubik's Cube. Dude, last day of summer school PE. Good job, Glass. Proud of you, man. No longer have to leave in the middle of the time to get rid of that. Rosie, you gonna draw or are you just gonna sit there? Because I'm solving a Rubik's Cube. I have a reason that I'm not drawing.
So you see, sir. Excuse me.
Actually, no, I don't see. I'm blind.
I see it's the blind man. Okay. Well, you're definitely not solving that Rubik's Cube then.
Haha.
I have a cat next to me.
Ooh, a cat.
Yes, me too.
Oh, he's big and fat.
Big fat cat.
He's a fat-
Yes.
He's a fat colonel.
I hurt my neck.
What's his name?
Colonel.
Aw.
He's big and
What's
fat
he
and
look
old.
like?
He's big, fat, and old. And
Oh.
brown. And, well, he has the Siamese colors, but he's not skinny Siamese. He's fat ass.
He's fat ass.
Wait, my cat.
He's the fat.
I have a
Look at
cat
the fat.
too. He's really old too as well, and he's part Siamese, and he does not stop talking. But yeah, he's part brownish and has some Siamese in him.
Mm-hmm. I like this cat. He's such a nice, good, fat.
Good,
Good fat cat.
good fat.
Good.
Good.
If somebody walked up to me and was like, good fat, I wouldn't know how to respond.
Oh, just good.
I'm just gonna stare at them and be like, I kind of accept that.
Oh.
Look at the fat. Look at the fat.
Maybe? I don't know.
And no problem, Rose for the hearts. We got 2 roses now.
Okay.
Oh, there can only be one.
What?
I'm gonna eat this cat.
There can only be one.
Kitty.
Meow.
Baby kitty.
I love cats.
All 4 corners and
You're so fat.
My little cat is next to me. Yes.
Oh, he's gone. Because he's fat.
Sleepy boy.
Oh, I solved it! I've
Talking about the Rubik's
solved the Rubik's Cube.
Okay. I thought you were talking about what I was putting on the screen.
Prime time. Why are you getting rid of the prime time, huh?
Because it was taking up the whole page.
Alright. I'm gonna draw my Rubik's Cube now that I've solved it. I have one of those nice Rubik's Cubes, not the crappy ones. It's the one that you can, like, turn in all different ways, and it's really helpful.
Where you're
Mhm.
supposed to be able to turn them in all different ways.
No, no, like,
There are a bunch of like
they
the
get
nerdy
jammed.
kids at my school. Oh,
but like with mine, you can continue to turn it even when it's like off center, and it turns really smoothly.
really?
Yeah, I can flick my finger and it turns. It's really nice.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Ooh,
That titillates me.
titillates you?
All right.
I should probably.
Since when?
Whatever floats your boat, man.
Since
Whatever
when-
floats your
since-
boat.
Since when were we talking about tits here?
No,
Different
no.
strokes for different folks.
No, titillate doesn't mean women's breast. It means to be aroused.
Oh, I thought you were angry at me. I thought titillate means to annoy in some way.
Oh,
That'd be like perturb.
I'm gonna search the word titillate and confirm the definition.
Just to make sure you're correct here.
Just to be,
Okay.
I'll do
Stimu-
that. Like if
okay.
I send somebody a word and I'm like, I know I used that right, but just in case.
All right. Titillate. Verb. Simulate or excite someone, especially in a sexual way.
Okay, then.
Lightly touch, tickle.
Well, I'm glad I did this to you, sir.
Well, there you go. Oh boy. Mr. Oh, I'm not being gay. It's like, okay.
Dude, you don't understand. I've been trying to make the French bear happen for so long.
The French bear.
Wink wonk.
Oh la la, bébé.
Should I leave you two alone?
Steven,
Tinkle, tinkle.
Steven, did you just do this?
What?
Did you just do this?
Did I do what?
Look at what I'm doing here. Did you just do this right now? Did you just? Are you real?
Ars.
Are
RC?
you real right now? Is that?
Oh, you're asking me if those are the letters?
Yeah, because you just started making the Rubik's Cube point at the arm.
No, those are not the letters. I was just getting your attention since I figured that you were zoomed in on the Rubik's Cube. So
Yeah.
I just pointed at the arm
Yeah.
from the Rubik's Cube. Yeah, okay, no. That's not RC. But it would have been convenient. None of those letters are either R or C.
Turns out that Mr. Prime's real name is Adam Savage.
Adam, what?
Adam Savage.
What does he have to do with Mythbusters?
No? But okay. I was doing it as in Mythos because of like the whole solving mysteries kind of thing.
Oh.
It was a bad joke, I get it. But you know what? Rose could get it.
Rose, that's an interesting
What?
name. It's funny that you say the word Rose.
Well, we have a person here named Rose.
Yeah, that's funny.
Hey.
I know a person named Rose, and I just realized that.
I know a few people.
Well-
named
Hey, me
Rose,
too, bud.
actually.
Well, actually, Rose is her nickname, but the first part of her name is like Rose. Her name is like blank Rose, so it's like something Rose.
Haha, mine's the other way around.
Aha.
So yeah, my friend, instead of being like Rosemary, it's Mary Rose, but her name is not actually Mary. That's just an example.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not giving you guys her name for her own privacy, obviously.
Please don't.
Privacy.
Yeah, I'm letting her keep her privacy because she'd probably punch me in the face if I, let everybody know
Nice.
her real name.
I found how to zoom out. Oh, thank goodness. All right.
Alright. I have drawn crap Rubik's Cube. What is that I'm looking at? You showing off?
What do you mean?
Showing it off. Huh.
Why do you think that's an A?
Because this looks like an A right there.
I guess. But I just confirmed that it was not an A.
I know, but like,
Whoopsie.
it looks like an A.
Well, you look like an A.
An A
Boom.
hole?
Minus. I guess that could look like an H, but it's not an H. I should stop saying what they're not, because at this point you'll just figure out by process of elimination.
Yeah. Is it A?
So I'm gonna-
No. Is it B? No. Is it C? No. Is it D? No.
Is it blank?
It just goes down the list. Hey, by the way, Steven, is it X? Just like out of nowhere, it's like, oh, hey, by the way.
X won't give it to you. If you look up the YouTube channel for Rose Animates, the person who has the name has 0 videos. The description reads, I do things. It's like, no, you don't.
Hey,
Oh.
now.
That's like
Hold on.
solid burn, or maybe a liquid one.
Oh, liquid
Was
burn.
it a burn?
Dude, watch out for those gaseous burns.
That's a funny joke.
Draw a pineapple tickling a bear.
I'll draw
Hi.
a human tickling a baby.
That works
Aw.
too, I guess.
No, I don't know if I'm gonna draw. I'm not in a real drawing mood right now, especially because of the lag on this draw pile, for me at least, and
Aw.
also because the computer's being stupid and dragging the canvas instead of drawing on it. Oh well,
I don't really know what to
over-
draw either.
I'll overcompensate with a fancy car or something.
A fancy car.
Oh, nice feather, man.
Yeah, man, I just decided to draw a feather.
Nice.
Feather or not, here I come.
Oh no. Also, a bear and a lion onesie.
How do you tickle a pineapple?
Why would you put a bear in a lion onesie? Well,
Make a bear
an
more,
interesting proposition.
make it more intimidating by giving it a bear onesie.
Well, maybe,
A bear in a bear onesie.
maybe he's just a furry.
Maybe that might be it. You don't.
Dev is a furry, can confirm.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. How much exposing of Dev are we doing today? Hey.
Don't
give away my secrets, Rose.
This many.
10 whole gay.
I should probably not be on stream while intoxicated. Just saying.
No, don't worry, man. I literally have a stream called Drunk Bear Stream where I stream while I'm drunk, so it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you're not really a perfect role model of how to handle alcohol, Dev Bear. So I'm gonna take that
Daddy
advice
Dev
lightly.
doesn't exactly do the
with a-
best things.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that advice with a grain of salt.
Thanks for that, man. I'm a responsible adult person.
Oh, okay.
It's not a personal attack. I really don't mean it in any bad way.
Oh yeah, I know. CinnaBani, furry or foodie? I mean, anyone with respect for food should be a foodie because food is like the best thing ever.
Yes.
Make the bear rubbing a pineapple against his body. Lol. This sounds more like a fanfiction now.
Yeah.
Oh,
We went
I
into
want-
furries and then everything kind of went downhill.
yeah. I wonder if I'm ever gonna get fanfiction.
Oh, I guarantee there's already a piece
Don't
of fanfiction that
ask
exists
for
of you.
that.
You guarantee that means you know of a piece of fanfiction.
Dev already made
Shut up. No, I'm.
Oh, I know there's one out there. Pulls out a 3-page novel.
I'm pretty sure that someone at some point did do something of the sort, but I don't remember who it was or when they did it.
Forever a
Shut up.
mystery.
You don't know anything.
It was a dark time in my life. Pulls out a 50-page novel. Okay, here it is.
So Gloss just said Wattpad time, so I'm thinking he's probably either looking for fanfiction of the French pineapple or he's gonna make one.
Well, Steven, there you go.
Oh, I'm gonna be so flattered, especially when.
Sound so excited.
I mean, I mean the idea of
it's pretty
of a the idea of a stranger writing me as a character in a story, even though they don't know the real me, but only
For a
what
second, I thought
the persona.
I
That'll
heard
make
writing, and I was like,
Probably make.
I mean, the idea is very interesting. The concept of someone writing down their own version of what they think I'd be like in a story, in a book or something, really intrigues me because I really want to know what people deduce from the persona I put on in my videos. So I really, that's the type of feedback that I can only dream of. So really, fanfiction, even if it's creepy, it's still an insight on how strangers view the cartoonified
cool.
version based off of the real me. So even though I'm sounding like I'm geeking out that, you know, I'm narcissistic about the idea of someone,
No, it's
you know,
cool.
just making
No, it's a
stuff
cool,
about me.
yeah.
It really does excite me because I really like that insight and feedback.
I'm sure it probably, in a way, excites them as well.
Thanks for that, Dev.
You're welcome.
I hope it does, honestly. I mean, I hope they write stories that they want to write and not the type of stories that, you know, they feel obligated to write.
I'm not sure you're giving enough credit to the euphemism, sir.
What was that?
I made a euphemism that was not meant to be.
You made an innuendo.
I don't understand.
They'll be excited because they're going to do sex scenes of you in their stories.
Oh, wonderful.
And Ethan, welcome back.
Don't say wonderful to that. Hi, Ethan.
I mean, you know, whatever their floats their boats, if they want to objectify me, I can't stop them.
Oh my god, it's like he's actually excited about people writing sex fanfictions about him. Steven, no!
I'm probably too intoxicated to reply to this type of stuff in a very appropriate manner. I'm not being appropriate at all. I'm probably way too intoxicated for this stuff.
Probably, yeah.
I'm probably going to regret all of this in the morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Probably 100%. Okay, what's this? There is a lonely loser. The lonely loser liked to make love with bears. He was a pineapple. Not just a pineapple, a French pineapple.
I mean, you know, when people, you know, just use my YouTube username as a character, I mean, that really wouldn't bother me in any way possible because a physical pineapple that is from France isn't one of my characters. So it's not like I don't feel like when people draw like a pineapple with a face on it and a French flag sticking out of it, I don't consider that as like real fan art because it's just looking at my username and drawing something based off of that. So unless it's like
what about when I got you to voice act screaming and speaking in French when I chopped up a pineapple?
well, there it's actually me. It's actually me speaking. So that does count.
Excellent.
I mean, when someone draws fan art, and there was one piece of fan art that I really like, it was the person drew themselves holding a pineapple with a face on it and the French flag sticking out. I mean, that was a very nice piece of fan art, and I, you know, adore it and appreciate it. So, I probably worded it in a terrible way, making it sound like all the literal fruits fan art that is sounding ungrateful about it, but I do appreciate it. But you know, I don't consider it like, oh, this person really is interested in my character and the canon of the show that I'm making. It looks more like, oh, they liked the idea of putting a face on a fruit, you know, which is fine. You know, I appreciate people.
Steven.
Of what?
For the purpose of showing that you are the French pineapple, I want you to speak a full sentence in French right now, please.
D'accord, alors moi je suis de naissance français, donc je parle en français parce que bon, on me demande de faire ça, donc je dis un peu n'importe quoi. Je peux parler pendant 10 minutes ou 5 secondes et de toute façon ça n'a aucun sens. Je peux même commencer à faire du blabla et pas parler ou dire des vrais mots, donc tout le monde s'en fiche à la fin.
That was a nice sentence.
I have no idea what he said.
Me either. I'm kidding.
Could you please just quickly PM me what you said so that when this video is published I can put the caption there?
I can't remember what I said. I vaguely remember that I said, hey, well, I mean, like I can't like translate what I said word for word, if I can translate the general idea of the sentence, which was basically, hey, here I am, the French pineapple, speaking in French. because people ask me to speak French all the time. So I just say a random sentence, probably just explaining to them that I'm speaking French, and it doesn't really matter in the end because once I could just speak gibberish and they'll be happy and excited just because it's foreign and exotic, like a pineapple. And you say I just say gibberish like that.
Because oh, you speak another language, say a word in it. Okay.
So, I just made my Rubik's Cube look really cool by making each of the faces have a bunch of different colors on them, but they're all in a pattern, and I love making patterns like that.
What's the pattern?
It's just a pattern. I just made it crisscross with different colors merged in.
Nice.
Yeah, I enjoy doing this. Now I need to
think
fix
I'm
it.
gonna go soon.
You're gonna go?
Yeah.
But why on earth would you leave us?
It's getting late.
Alright, yeah. It is
Okay.
11 o'clock for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 11 for me too. I'm gonna stay probably a little longer because I have nothing better to do.
And also, you're drunk.
I
You
would
if I could.
can't make the proper decisions.
Yeah, I'm not in a state of mind where I can be trusted, even by myself.
I'd
Spider-Man.
stay if I could. You guys have fun.
Wait, before you leave.
What's up?
I hear
Let us finish?
that Rose Featherheart's made a story about you, Rose.
Huh? Oh, yeah. I think I know exactly what that is.
I'm asking her to send it to me in DMs, because I'm friends with Rose Featherhearts on Discord.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, I want the story now. Oh, I don't care if it's really short, Rose. Other Rose, Pink Rose.
Yeah, it's a little bit short. Yeah, that was so cool when you did that. I
want such
remember
things.
exactly what that is, yeah.
That sounds like a fun thing.
I think I still have it saved.
Excellent.
If you wouldn't mind sending it to me again, I wouldn't mind reading it.
Solved it again. Rubik's Cube. Did you draw Deadpool?
What was that?
Is that Deadpool?
That's supposed. Oh, I'm not finished drawing, but it's supposed to be Spider-Man.
Oh, okay. Isn't
Spider-Man.
I thought it was.
Yes.
I thought it was blue though.
He has red and blue, because he's a wonderful character that is very cool. I'm a piece of shit. And
I don't think you're a piece of shit, dude.
oh,
yeah, I
opinion
disagree.
your opinion doesn't matter.
Oh.
Sir, your username says French pineapple. Are you telling me that was a lie?
Tickle, tickle, little winkle.
What the hell?
What? What the crap?
He's drunk. I don't
It's
think we're gonna
Spider-Man.
get anything out of him.
Do you not know Spider-Man?
No, I do know Spider-Man.
Squonks or wangs.
Oh my gosh.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
Quand j'étais petit, je n'étais pas grand. Je montrais mon cul à tous les passants.
Oh, I got the story.
Bonjour, petit croissant.
Oh my gosh.
Non, pas croissant, j'ai dit passant. Passant. Je montre mon
Oh,
cul à tous les passants.
oh.
Passant. Passerbys, not croissant. You dumbass.
My mistake.
Who hurt you?
Cool little shit.
Listen, I heard
Crummy.
croissant. I am not apologizing.
Glass, if you send me the finished product, I will make a dev reading this story.
What story?
He's writing
Yo.
a fanfiction of me and you, Stephen.
Really?
Please, wait. Oh, you guys should voice it.
Absolutely.
I'm just
You
saying.
will.
Just gonna plant that seed.
This is gonna be great.
Oh my
will
goodness.
Will we do on your channel or my channel? I feel like we should
You
do
could
it on
do a
your
part
channel.
1 and a part 2.
We could do it on both of our
True.
channels.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Date has arrived in the chat. Oh no.
Oh,
Spider-Man.
yeah, you...
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a
Sorry,
web,
man, we're talking about
and he
ships now.
says- Um. Oh, speaking of ships, have you guys seen the reproduction of the Hermione ship from the 17th century? I think it was the 16th. But basically, there's a Hermione or La Hermione, and there's a replica recreated, and it was going to do the same voyage that the original ship did, and it's really exciting because it's like historical and all that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Historical stuff is great.
Rose said we were talking about ships, so it reminded me about the ship called La Hermione.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I was like, Hermione, hold on a minute.
Mm.
As soon as you said Hermione and ships, I was like, oh, we're going to Harry Potter? Okay.
No, it's not Harry Potter.
Hermie one?
Okay, okay, okay. Just
Hermie 1? Oh, you're talking about Hermie 1. Yeah. But yeah, Deb, the story that Rose made,
I saw it, yeah.
it's about my dad leaving me. Okay.
You're fake dad. You're
Okay.
fake dad.
My fake dad, not my actual dad.
French frigate.
Fake dad.
Frigate. I gotta search that now, yeah.
Frigate.
Frigate? Is that actually how it's said?
Sounds a lot like that. What?
No, it's not how it's said.
Because, like, you're messing with my brain. I'm just like, that's not how it should be said, but it's the only thing I could think of now.
Ooh.
And frigate sounds like...
if
that wouldn't-
if we're talking about ships, this is the only type of ship we
Frigate.
should talk about.
I don't know, I enjoyed
Hermie
talking...
one?
I don't know, man, I enjoyed talking about the Dev X Pineapple ship.
Oh, that kind of ship. Shit. Yeah, that's right. Internet stuff.
No, but
Don't worry about
this
it,
is
man.
a pretty...
Forgot about-
This is a pretty
I thought you
cool
guys-
ship I'm looking at here.
I've been told I'm the ship captain, so, you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
we're talking about ships. I'm on board.
If you look
Wait, are we talking about like floating on water ships or like internet
All
ships?
of the
'Cause
ships. Every
You're talking
single
about-
kind.
You're talking about captain, but that only applies to
Rel-
water ships. Whereas Death Bear was referencing the relationship ship that was being written as a fanfiction.
You
so
see,
I'm
this is wordplay.
confused.
Okay, no. Oh my.
God damn it, you guys
hmm.
are so confusing, you Americans.
I'm
Oh.
Australian!
Oh, friggin' he's off.
You're as good as American. You speak English. It doesn't
Oh.
matter. You guys are all the same
You
to me.
speak English. What do you?
It's not my first language.
Oh, is it not?
No, French.
Is
No,
it
it's
not?
not.
Mm,
French is his first language.
yeah. Well, yeah. Obviously.
Are you sure it's obvious?
God damn it, you guys disappoint me.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Ah!
You
I'm
see,
being
right,
Very
Steven, when
rude.
what?
I'm being very rude.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
No.
What-
it's
when?
Steven.
no, you're not. What?
Steven, no.
Don't
But
let me
yeah,
interrupt.
with ship
Say what
captain,
you're
I
saying.
just mean like people say relationship and then like, but ship can also still mean a boat ship. So saying I'm the ship captain can mean that I'm the captain of putting ships together, as in relationships and like, oh, I want, you know,
Yeah.
Okay, like a fake. captain.
wordplay.
Yeah, he's a fake. France isn't a language.
Rose's fake can confirm.
What'd you say?
And with that, I'll leave.
Dade never,
I'm not looking at.
Dade never in the chat said France isn't a language.
Francis.
Well, no, it's a country, you idiot. French is a language, not France. Damn
Dude,
idiots.
oh my word.
Sorry, I'm being rude.
Yes, Glass,
Tag.
that is correct. It is the French pineapple X-Dev.
I need
word.
to open this and look at the comments because I need to laugh along with you and be in on the jokes.
If you watch the stream,
Um.
I've got a thing that shows each of the comments come up on screen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, baby, baby, don't get hooked on me.
Oh gosh.
I will eat a cherry tree.
I
You
did-
what?
I said France instead of French. That's why I did said that. And yeah, Pink Rose, Steven learned English. Didn't you learn English? How did you learn English?
As a toddler.
As a toddler.
My My mother is American. I didn't know how to read and write in English until I was in the 8th grade.
Mm.
Well, until I moved to the United States, basically.
Yeah.
So I had to literally teach myself how to read, teach myself how to talk. Not talk, read and write. I already knew how to talk, but I knew how to speak, but I didn't know the dialect, so I wouldn't know about like memes and words like swag or
I don't
all
know.
the.
I don't know.
Oh
the
no,
memes.
please.
Oh no, I don't.
Alright,
know the
I can help
memes.
you with the memes part, but all the rest you have to do on your own.
Well, it's been 6 years I've been living here. I think I have kind of a grasp on it, except literally.
Except ship captain. I'll help you with that.
Yeah, ship captain, I had no idea. Recently, I was trying to understand the meaning behind the capital L for, the L on the forehead. That means loser, which I know.
Yes.
But I meant like, why is the why? Okay, I was wondering why the first letter of the word loser was so important. So I was trying to figure out what the meaning was. So at first I thought about like, Spanish, how instead of their version of the is L. So L
yeah.
loser as in the loser, as in not
Well, no,
any
L
loser.
is just the first letter of the
Yeah, I know.
word
I know.
loser, and then yeah.
But I wanted to see like the deeper meaning, so I was trying to find out what the actual joke about the L on the forehead was. Then my second theory is that L is the Roman symbol for the number 50. So that's in reference to the 50 states of America, which is really saying, the real losers is the United States. So it's either one of those, and I'm trying to figure out which
America loses because you're in it. Wow.
Oh my god.
That's so much better. Oh my word. You're really
that's-
bringing us all down here.
I mean, I'm trying to find the logic behind the dialect and
Aren't we all?
slang of words.
She's right there. It's really just.
When
don't
someone says home slice, it's like, if one were to really think about a home slice, that would be pretty terrifying. It's like, here, have a slice of my 3-bedroom, 3-bath, and my kitchen. It's like, okay.
I don't think even you understand the home slice thing now.
Oh, but yes, I do. I'm just trying. All right, well, I was gonna leave anyway.
Hey, Dave's here.
But
Yeah.
yes, hi, Dave. I gotta go though. So.
We'll
See
start
you
doing.
Bye, Rose.
Bye.
Oh, she gone.
Yeah, she had a weird hat.
You're a weird hat.
I guess I am. Damn,
I got you, CinnaBani.
I've been smashed.
Let me smash. That's some fuel for the fanfiction.
Lemon dash.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Learned English through My Little Pony. What a way to learn it. Plus, if you want to learn Japanese, go do that, because it's fun. Learning Japanese is the best. No. Don't say anything to that, Steven.
Anything to what?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Want to learn Japanese?
No, it's just nothing.
Alright. I'm
Yeah.
trying to scroll up in this comment feed to find the fanfiction.
The fan. Oh, he didn't write a fanfiction. He's just writing that he's going to do it. He's going to PM me chapters of it when he's done,
Okay.
and I will read it like a champ.
Ian.
Why? Why did you have to? Why did you have to say the Ian part? Why?
In
My name isn't fucking Ian. What are you on about?
Squongs your bongs. Tinkle, tinkle, little winkle.
Wait, is Dade here?
Yeah.
Dade, my dude.
My dude.
My guy.
Dev Bear, what are you doing?
I'm solving my Rubik's Cube again. I messed it up and now I'm solving it again.
Oh, you failure.
I believe that I'm succeeding.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can.
Steven
In
says
the web,
I'm jumping through
and he
trees in
says-
Minecraft. What'd you do, Dad? What'd you do?
Something dumb.
What?
One of my teeth together. Ow.
What?
I'll be back.
Okay.
Your teeth?
Got it. Alright, now I just need to solve the end layer. Oh no, one of the corners is off. Okay, which direction do I have to move them? One that way. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Ow.
I am tired.
I'm always tired.
Yeah, well, that's your fault.
I guess it is. Fuck.
I promise I had nothing to do with it.
He had something to do with it.
Tinkle, tinkle, little winkle.
Now that's just rude, sir.
Tinkle, tinkle, little winkle. J'ai un gros chat à côté de moi. Je vais le porter, c'est parce que c'est le gros colonel.
Oh no. He's speaking French!
Oui, bah, va faire foutre, hein, je peux parler en français si je veux.
We're all
This is a-
Donc,
doomed!
oh là là. It looks like Spider-Man is kissing that thing's bottom. How dare you?
Does anyone, do you get triggered if anyone goes, baguette?
Who would say that? I mean, I wouldn't get triggered because, you know, you shouldn't make fun of the, or get mad at the mentally ill.
Oh my god.
Why?
So good. So good. So fantastic.
Got him.
I feel bad for laughing.
Well, no, it doesn't because, you know, if someone's actually, well, I mean, if they're doing it on purpose, I guess I'd be a little annoyed, but then again, if they are not doing it on purpose and they actually think that's how it's pronounced, I can understand that learning a new language is very difficult, and for someone to, you know, put their time and effort and, you know, try to do their best to communicate their thoughts and emotions in a different language, they should, you know, actually have my respect because, you know, they're trying to understand a language that is foreign to them, and they're trying to, you know, connect with people from different cultures and borders. So if they pronounce it wrong, not on purpose, I wouldn't get triggered.
Yeah. You answered that question a lot with a lot more of an answer than I expected. Well done.
Steven, you got any French memes you can tell us about?
Well, yeah, but you won't understand them because they're in French, or you won't understand the culture, and why we find it funny. I mean, America and Australia. I mean, America and Australia only have. Well, they don't. You guys don't have the degrees of humor, so I don't understand how I can translate that in the English language. Whereas, you know,
Probably
French has three different degrees of humor, so.
Wow, Glass only just realized that Dev Bear is Developer Bear. Look at that.
I thought it was Devoted Bear.
It's whatever you want it to be, buddy.
I thought it was Devil Bear because you're old.
You know? Think whatever you want, man. It's whatever you want it to be.
He didn't.
I'll be whatever you want me to be.
There's a pause before that.
That was sexy.
Uh-oh.
Oh man. This is why I enjoy this.
Sure you've heard this enough today, but you're looking forward to that New York thing?
I am very much looking forward to it.
New York, it's a hell of a time.
I'm debating whether or not I should bring Mr. Prime along for the ride.
Springfield.
Do it up.
Solved it.
Springfield, Springfield.
Good job.
Springfield, Springfield.
How do you
Rubik's
know?
Cube.
Oh wait, you're talking about the Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you solved the wrist thing again.
Afraid not.
Afraid not. Close enough.
Afraid not. Devoted to
No.
the extinction of all life. There.
Well, secret's out.
Well, shit. Looks like I gotta get a new name. The question here is, after this, should I go and get food with money?
Get whatever in your cupboards first.
That's the
Actually, up to you. Whatever.
nerd.
When was the last time you cooked something for yourself with no assistance?
Yesterday, I cooked my own breakfast. I made scrambled eggs with hash browns
Okay,
and toast.
what about if breakfast didn't count? When was the last time?
I haven't.
Wrong answer. You're
mean-
learning how to cook, boy. You're not going out to buy food. You're gonna cook a real meal. You're not gonna buy junk food or pizza or stuff like that.
so
You're gonna
here-
go
here's the
grocery
thing.
shopping,
Here's the
and
thing,
you're gonna.
Stephen.
You're-
Here's the thing. Aside from that food, I haven't actually eaten. Aside from that breakfast that I cooked for myself, I haven't eaten.
Wrong answer. You should eat 3 meals a day. You should go grocery shopping, make a list. I can, help you with that if you want. But you have to make a list, go grocery shopping, know in advance what meals you're going to cook for yourself for the week. Like that you can buy the exact amount of each ingredient and not have too many leftovers. But if you do have a bunch of leftovers, what you can do is go to, I think it's called what'sinmyfridge.com, and you can list all the things you have in your fridge, and it will give you suggestions of recipes you can cook yourself with what you have in your house, so you don't have to go shopping to get groceries right away. If you just need to eat something quick and haven't had time to do groceries, just list what you have as ingredients already in your house, and then you can figure out what to cook with those ingredients using what'sinmyfridge.com.
Like,
So that's my advice to you.
You're giving me all these cool things to do with the food that I have in my house, and on the other hand, in the chat, Gloss is just yelling at me to get sushi.
Sushi is raw fish. I don't really see the appeal of it, but I've tried it once and I kind of enjoyed it, but I don't see why it should be, why I would ever cook that for myself.
The appeal
I would
of
probably
raw-
trust it.
Stephen, I know the appeal of raw fish. The appeal of raw fish is that it's the freshest you can be with food is by eating it before it's cooked. That's their ideal for it.
Okay, okay, that's not what I meant. I meant as an individual, I wouldn't ever cook get sushi ready for myself. I wouldn't make sushi for myself. If I wanted to eat sushi, I'd go to a specialized restaurant or something like that, because it's not something I'm not comfortable eating, preparing a meal myself with raw meat or ingredients. So I'd rather trust professionals who know how to handle the raw fish and all that, so they can make the food optimal to be eaten instead of me. Even though I know how to cook and I know how to handle myself around the kitchen,
Stephen,
I can. Yes?
What do you normally cook yourself for breakfast?
For breakfast, I usually have bacon, eggs, maybe a bowl of cereal as well. I would also make eggs. I can make that any way, shape, or form. I can make an omelet, which I know how to do. Scrambled eggs, which I know how to do. Poached eggs, which I know how to do. Hard-boiled eggs, which I know how to, I know how to cook eggs. I like cooking eggs. Eggs are one of my favorite things to cook. What else do I eat? A glass of orange juice. I eat waffles. I fucking love waffles. I have Nutella waffles usually. I don't have a waffle maker, so I do eat toaster waffles.
Toaster waffles.
Yeah, they're a food product that is in the frozen aisle in America. You can buy them, put them directly in your toaster, and they'll cook for you which is basically like reheating a frozen pizza, like a microwave pizza or something like that.
That
Instead of
sounds
using a microwave, you use
abhorrently
a
healthy.
toaster. I mean, it's fine. I mean, it's breakfast. I'm not always in the mood or energy to cook for myself, so I usually wait until like something like lunch or dinner to pour my energy and skill into cooking, because it also takes a lot of willpower.
I do breakfast because I'm a morning person and I'm most awake and alert in the mornings.
I mean, you're supposed to eat at breakfast, but you don't always have to cook the food yourself if it's, you know,
Well,
a
yeah,
nutritious meal that doesn't require any cooking, like, you know, cereal or fruit or
I make like
or
the same food all the time, and I prefer hot meals in the morning anyway.
yeah.
I make scrambled eggs with shallots and sometimes spinach. Or spring onion, whatever I feel like. Good stuff!
Chicken and what the hell is chicken and waffles?
Oh, it's chicken, but you also have waffles with your chicken.
I mean, wait. Waffles are breakfast food, and chicken is not. Why would they ever be in the same plate?
That's a good question, sir.
I mean, it's at moments like these that I just feel like English speakers are just trolling me and telling me, oh yeah, that's definitely a real word and phrase that people say.
I'm gonna want that drawing when you're done, Glass.
I like to mix foods from different times of day that you eat. See how they taste.
I kind of feel like the people who had made the decision to have breakfast food be breakfast food, dinner food be dinner food, and lunch food be lunch food, I feel like they had something in mind. I feel like they probably weren't idiots. So I'm thinking maybe breakfast food should be for breakfast, maybe dinner food should be for dinner, and maybe lunch food should be for lunch.
And when you think of it, most breakfast food is, you know, bread-based, like pancakes, waffles, toast, all that. And
Yeah.
the thing about bread is that it's a slow sugar, so the glucose that it's going, you know, the nutrients you're getting from bread will keep you active. Well, it has all the carbs, so it'll keep you, you know, it'll give you the energy you need for the entire day. So that's why bread is usually breakfast food, along with also fruit to, you know, give you the initial reaction, you know, initial energy, because fruit has fast sugars, which will give you the energy immediately. So you have both of those things in the same meal to give you the energy you need immediately and for the rest of the day, because maybe, you know, you'll get overwhelmed with work and won't have time to eat lunch or even dinner, or you'll have something light for lunch just to, you know, keep your stomach from growling, like a salad or some rice or something like that. So, you know, it really... it also depends on culture. I mean, some people will eat something for breakfast that other cultures won't. For example, France isn't big on breakfast cereal, whereas America is literally all about breakfast cereal, oatmeal, and all that. Whereas, you know, French people for breakfast, they usually just buy a baguette, cut the baguette open, butter, jam, there you go.
Nice. In Australia, it's becoming slightly more Asian every time I go outside.
Asian. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Is that just your area? Or...
That's my whole freaking state. More and more places open up that are all about getting all different Asian marketed foods. We're becoming a more Asian country every day.
Denny's, is that like a chain restaurant? It's in the comments. He's telling me to go to Denny's.
Yeah, it's
It's
yeah.
a chain breakfast restaurant.
I really do not want to eat chicken and waffles during the same meal. That feels like heresy and
I hit pink,
you know,
pink rose, pink rose,
a food crime.
pink rose.
I could live off of pineapple for the rest of my life as well.
pineapple like slowly burn your skin away?
Oh, actually, yeah, it does.
I don't mind it.
You don't mind it?
I don't mind it.
You don't mind the pineapple?
What's okay? The bear pop quiz. What's my favorite fruit?
What's your favorite fruit?
Strawberries.
Wrong.
Guava.
You're not even trying.
Banana.
No. Close. That's my second favorite fruit.
The paradise fruit.
Sadly, no.
Paradise fruit is banana, so.
Mango.
Yeah. Mango? No. I used to live in a house that had a mango tree. That's when I lived in Reunion Island, and it kept on dropping these. You know, they were wild mangoes, so they're not very edible, and I hated the taste of them. So, that's probably what scarred me, because they're all rotten when they fall from the tall tree. Gross. So yeah, no, not mango.
I bought a pineapple for the sake of making your video, prepared it so I could eat the slices of pineapple, and then I ate the slices of pineapple, but I don't actually like pineapple.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Hi, Rachel.
That really is a shame.
I know. Because pineapple does all cool stuff to you, and it makes you all good and happy and enough.
Is Rachel in the thing?
Yeah, she's sending in the chat, hello nerds.
Suppy.
Hello, nerds.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Rachel, Steven is drunk!
I am not drunk.
Aw.
I'm just conserving energy by reducing my mental capacities
And
just
also
to
drinking
stay
alcohol.
up. Yes,
He's also doing that, yeah.
I'm drinking alcohol and falling asleep.
How
No,
much-
I'm awake.
How much of the cider did you drink?
It's like a lot of it.
Was it like
I drink 4 bottles,
4 bottles?
maybe.
Nice. That's enough to get me, because I'm a lightweight.
I mean, it's only 5% alcohol in this cider bottle.
Yeah, it's the same with the one that I was having.
So, oh, that one night in France, I had 3. I think I told Dev about this,
Yeah, you did.
and I had like a vague amount of beers, which was more than people should have. 2 shots, Scotch whiskey, and a really good time. I wrote the specifics down somewhere, but I don't have my notebook with me right now.
Glass, what happened to Dev's Corner is I lost a lot of motivation, and I've been working on one of them for a really long time, and I've just not gotten it finished.
How dare you!
I know.
Tinkle, tinkle, little winkle.
But there is a full-on story about that. I remember it was that I was making Dev Corners, and I was actually really enjoying making my stuff, but then I started doing just reading inside chats, and everyone really liked my readings, and I did one reading video, and the reading video got a lot more, like, people liked it a lot more. It was much more well received, and so I just realized that putting all of that time and effort into making Dev's Corner wasn't as much, like, I could have just been doing something else that I'm better at, and so I got a little bummed out by that. And so I've decided I'm going to put in a lot more effort to make it look a lot better and a lot nicer, and so it's going to take a lot longer to make. So I have little motivation for these kind of things now. I'm making a lot of reads though.
So is your next video going to be a read?
Yeah, remember I was talking at the start of the stream before I actually started streaming. I've got a read. I'm going to post it tomorrow, actually.
Awesome. I'm yawning, sorry.
You're tired, I get it now.
I'm so sexy, and I know it.
Absolutely.
I am very French. I am very French.
He is very, very French.
Quand j'étais petit, je n'étais pas grand. Je montrais mon cul à tous les passants.
Oh boy.
Ce soir, tu vas prendre. Oh, oui, tu vas prendre. Oh,
Hey Steven,
yeah.
can you teach me French?
Yes, here's your first lesson. And also to immerse yourself and to really get yourself to be in the situation that you need to be in to learn efficiently. I'm gonna immerse you by only speaking in French so you'll understand quicker and better because that's the only thing you'll rely on. Alors, on va commencer avec la leçon numéro 1. On va se présenter. Bonjour Devbert, moi je suis Steven. Comment t'appelles-tu? Comment t'appelles-tu?
I'm good, thank you.
What do you say? What do you say?
Comment t'appelles-tu?
It's up to you, Dev.
I'm not sure. I'm
Comment
trying to...
t'appelles-tu?
Ah! I'm going to assume he's asking how I am.
Non, non, non.
No.
Comment t'appelles-tu?
Are you asking me to introduce myself?
Yes.
I see.
I'm asking what your name is.
Oh.
Now just say what your name is.
Devon.
You have to say, my name is Devon in French.
Oh, I don't know
You-
how to say my name is Devin in French.
Mon nom est Devin.
Mon nom est
Ah.
Devin?
Très bien, très bien. You see, that was the first lesson. That was very easy. Like I said in the intro, all in French, which you definitely all understood. So we
Does
can.
that mean the whole language of French is just a guessing game?
Yes.
Excellent.
I knew it.
Alors, quand j'étais petit, je n'étais pas grand. Je montre mon cul à tous les passants. What does that mean?
I remember croissant is
Yeah.
passerby.
Yes, very good, very good. So, quand j'étais petit, when I was little, je n'étais pas grand. I was not big. So when I was little, I wasn't big. Because I was little. By definition, not big. Quand j'étais petit, je n'étais pas grand. Je montrais mon cul à tous les passants. That means when I was little, I was not big. I would show my ass to all the passerbys.
What the fuck?
This is one of them French memes.
It's not a meme, it's a jingle.
Jingle.
This existed before the internet. My dad learned it from his grandfather.
Excellent.
Quand j'étais petit et je n'étais pas grand, je montrais mon cul à tous les passants.
Rachel, if you want, you can join. You're part of the preschool. You can join here.
Get in here.
It's time for a story. It's time for a story. A very special story, especially for you. It's time for a story. It's time for a story. Come on and listen. Bo Burnham, don't sue.
Gloss thinks that you're flirting with me and not actually just saying a tune in French. You never know. He could be flirting with me this whole time.
What's the point of flirting if you cannot reciprocate feelings?
I think it's a pretty funny meme, dude.
It's admiration from far, but up close.
Admiration from afar, but up
It's
close.
like you're
So
admiring
great.
them through a wall.
Read up.
Alright, Dev Bear, I'm gonna teach you how to greet someone in French. So I'll
Excellent.
teach you like the slang version so you can be hip with the kids. Alright, so repeat after me. Salut connard, comment ça va?
Nope, I got it. My
Salut
brain's-
connard, comment
Salut,
ça va?
connard. Salut. Fuck. Damn it. I God damn this, I'm sorry. Hi, Rachel.
Is that you, Rachel?
That's Rachel.
Hello.
How are you, Rachel? Long time no talk.
Hello.
Give me a sec. I gotta put stuff in.
He's
I'm
got it.
trying to teach Dev Bear how to say Salut connard, comment ça va? Which roughly translates to hello asshole, how are you doing?
Oh my god. No.
Adios?
Oh, what? Memes?
I don't.
Check your DMs.
Oh,
Okay.
memes. What is this? Oh,
Wait, is Rachel here?
Yeah, right, so this is right
yes
there.
I am.
Rachel?
Ah,
Is there an explanation?
Oh, hey, Rachel.
Cause, what?
You know Glossink in the chat of my stream?
Yeah,
He's making a fan fiction of me and Steven.
good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Doing the Lord's work.
Doing the Lord's work.
Oh.
Yeah, Rach, explanation.
I will type you an explanation in a second.
What is going on?
I was wondering why I'm not in the kindergarten poster thing. It's because I'm not going to New York, okay?
She's not
Yeah,
going there.
that's why.
It's,
What was
it's-
that?
Yeah, the only
she's-
people on the poster are the people going to New York, and if since she's not going to New York, she's not going to be on the poster because it's going to be a translation of what the event is. It's basically an illustration of the people at the event in the hand of Channel Frederator because they're the ones sponsoring the whole event. So that's why.
Sponsored by
Yeah.
Channel Frederator.
What Steven said.
Tinkle, tinkle, little wingle.
Haha.
I'm sorry. God.
Why?
She doesn't have the cash money.
I don't have the cash money or the freedom.
Oh yeah, there's
Oh.
the freedom part of it as well.
Yeah, the freedom part also.
Welcome to the land of the free. We do not sell freedom here.
Oh, jeez.
Freedom not included.
Freaking not included.
Oh,
Not included.
nom, nom.
It's so casual.
So,
It's okay.
So casual.
how is...
Hmm?
Why is Frederator sponsoring it?
Because they're
Because-
awesome and
Why
we're
not?
awesome and they're awesome.
Because they love us, I think.
And yeah, they like us, and also Ivan has connections to Frederator as
Yeah, that too.
Oh, okay, because I did not.
yeah.
Got those connections, man.
Sick connections.
How long has Ivan been part of partnering with Frederator?
I think he was one of the founding members. No. Yes.
What?
Yes.
What?
He's been there
Who are they?
from almost the beginning, or from the beginning. I can't remember if he was one of the founders.
That's
Who?
nifty.
Ivan.
Ivan.
Oh, yes. He is one of the founders. I was gonna say finders.
Flanders Fields.
He was one of the finders.
Watch out for the Flanders. They'll get you.
Founders find things, so he's technically a founder.
This is a freaking hub world. This is weird. Sorry, I'm completely out of it.
Are you
Oh.
now? Are you sure?
What time is it over there?
What was
It's been a
that,
while
day?
since it's been a while since I played, so it's only at like 45. Big enough though, but
They're trying.
I'm in some kind of
Drinking
bazaar.
coffee.
I don't know what I'm
Olympia.
doing.
ah,
Just walking around.
Alright, I'm gonna pay attention to the comments real quick.
I haven't paid attention to them.
Oh,
Okay.
oh yeah, I
Boss,
forgot.
Yeah. ASMR,
Boss is
crunch,
asking me
crunch,
if he can be
nom,
mod,
nom.
which makes me want to not give him mod.
Oh,
it's not how you get mod, fam.
can I have mod?
No.
Mildly.
You're not allowed
Yeah,
to
see
have
if
mod,
I-
Rachel.
Oh no.
You can hold this family, dude.
Oh jeez.
You should give her mod though. You know her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
I wonder how much power I have.
Too much, probably.
Too much power.
No longer.
Change
And
this.
all that.
What is that?
What the fuck was that?
Oh, it ruins it.
I have notifications.
Do you now? Are you sure?
Rush is
No.
streaming.
Rush is stream.
Oh, this is.
Yeah.
Oh, are you gonna leave this stream to go stream with Rush instead?
No, I
I-
have nothing to do right now. So
No, I don't think Rush is like.
he's not in
making
a
it-
chat. Yeah, he's just listening to music and being lame. So
Yeah, I guess he's federal jet.
And
Rush is doing the Rush light.
mhm.
He's a Russian federal jet.
I'm glad you understand.
Rush, I'm gonna go to his stream and comment that he's a federal jet.
Mhm.
Sounds like a great
Um,
idea.
Federal,
Federal.
Fed jet. That sounds like faggot. I should be careful. Federal
Oh.
jet, Fed jet. Fed jet,
Fed
frigate,
Fed
Fadget?
jet.
frigate,
Save a horse. Ride a
Fidget
cowboy.
spinner.
oh no,
Relatable.
no fidget spinners.
I have a fidget spinner.
Why?
My brother.
I got
a
it for
fidget
my
spinner.
birthday.
Why?
Okay,
Who,
God.
who gives you a fidget spinner for your birthday?
Tisha gave me a fidget spinner, and it has skulls on it because I'm emo.
Why the
So
fucking Jesus Christ.
yep. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh,
I was disappointed.
Friend unironically gave you a fidget spinner for your birthday.
I mean, I use it though because it's
Oh.
fun.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Oh no.
I am the cancer. My mom found one on a table and she stole it and she loves it so much. She thinks it has some kind of healing powers.
Oh no. No, no.
She's like, "What does it do?" I'm like, "Nothing. It spins." She's like, "Oh, I think it's giving me some healing powers." I'm like, "Mom,
What the heck?
Mom,
Mom,
my
please.
mom's
Dude,
Mom,
glass,
Mom, no."
Glass.
Mom, please.
Drunk Dev
No.
calls everybody a faggot. It's great.
Oh,
Uh-oh, your mom's a little autistic.
so that I mean, oh,
I
No,
want
no.
to eat something.
he's still in this frame. Wow.
I want to eat a popsicle. I want to put it in my mouth.
But you don't put a lot of things in your mouth.
Boom,
I
boom.
do. I do want to put a lot of things in my mouth, Steven.
Oh,
Some
Russia's
food is one of
one.
them.
Some food? What kind of food?
Food.
I don't know. Maybe a
Spaghetti.
fried pineapple.
Some
that was,
food.
I baited you for that.
Yay,
Why
I can knock
is
out
it-
a penis.
why isn't my name colored? This isn't fair.
Oh,
Why would you be
well,
colored?
Because
You're
I
white.
ask people for. Oh my god. Rachel, I ask each of the people that I want to give a special role to. I ask them what they want their role to be called, and you just aren't around enough.
Oh,
Do I have one?
Yes, you have one.
Yeah.
Baguette donor.
Retch Rab on YouTube.
Bitch rib.
I mean, Rab Retch on YouTube.
Rab rab.
Baguette donor.
Made rich.
I
Yeah.
can
Retch.
see a song coming on.
Oh.
Fanfic.
Did I say? Did I say song or song?
You said song, friends.
Rachel,
Oh.
do you want a special role?
Yeah.
What do you want it to be called?
Um.
Ain't got all day, Rachel.
Oh.
My cat is fat.
That's
Mine
not very
is,
nice.
mine is as well.
Sliding
Um,
and rolling very quick succession of increasing the Okay.
You got this, Rachel. I
best
believe in you.
Dorito, I guess.
Best Dorito.
Yeah, because I'm eating Doritos, so it fits.
Alright, what color?
Orange, I guess. Nom.
I've decided on my own to call you Best Dorito.
Okay.
What color do you want?
Orange.
Orange?
Orange.
What kind of orange?
Dorito orange.
Dorito orange?
Yeah.
Dorito orange.
Dorito orange.
Let me Google it real quick.
Give me the hex code for it. Rapration.
Hex code for Dorito orange.
Yeah.
Hex code.
Just
Well,
Google Dorito.
we've already got like 3 oranges, so I need that damn hex code. Give me that hashtag hex code.
Okay.
Hold on. 1 second.
Rachel, can you do me a favor?
Do it a favor. Do it.
Okay.
Go in the Kinder server
Mhm.
and tell me if it's obvious that I'm intoxicated by the last thing I wrote in the art section.
In the art section.
Yeah, I wrote a phrase,
What did he say?
and is it obvious that I'm drunk or not?
What did he say?
I mean, you spelled imbecile wrong, I think.
Oh.
That's just one word, so.
Give the boy just some credit, Darren. You fucking insensitive imbecile.
What is this?
Imbecile.
Are you sure Rachel can't read? No, I'm kidding.
Wait, why is everyone talking in art chat? What the hell?
Because
Okay.
that's where you talk. You talk in art channel.
No.
Yes.
Talk about art and
The so
I need to tell them that I'm intoxicated or they're gonna hate me.
I don't think you should tell them anyway. How old are you?
I agree.
Oh.
I think.
Oh no. Give me that damn hex code, Red Rich.
I am. I'm
Rare.
doing stuff. Hey, Rich.
You just said you weren't doing anything.
I was eating Doritos. Okay.
Oh, dude, my dev is great. Dev.
Yeah, just has strips. It's okay.
What a stroke of bad luck.
And also
Oh,
everyone else. How's your dev?
Mm. Oh, rip!
Rip rap.
Someone just passed out. Okay, that's a hex code.
Oh, hey, Steven.
Wait.
Pink Rose says, "Tell them I've been hiding this, but I'm a drug addict."
What kind
Okay,
of
we're
drug?
here for you.
He's gonna do it. Please tell me he did it.
Please.
Rachel, art section, damage control, please.
Damage.
I've been discovered.
What is this?
Damage control.
Damage.
I'm so.
Okay,
I'm so.
I'm leaving you with. Wait, what? You
I'm
leaving
so
with you are. I am
I really wanna know.
intoxicated. AD&D.
Oh my
Streaming with Dev Bear and make decisions. And then Core just says GG.
Damage control, please. Can you translate what I'm trying to say?
This is great.
Steven is a drunk. No, is doing the drunk.
He's doing the drunk.
Rip.
What's a nav coordinate?
I don't know.
It
My
seems
day.
to go to
Taylor.
Glass, my day
Seems
has
to
just
go-
begun.
fucking whatever. I didn't want to talk anyways.
Good. Shut the fuck up.
Fuck.
Rude.
I'm sorry. No, that's not.
Rude.
No! That's not making a joke! Please continue, Dave.
I'm not a bad person.
I'm
I
a good
swear.
person.
Jump
It's-
up and slam.
It's for going to this one infested place.
Oh, okay. Not that I know what that means still, but.
It's a type of enemy.
Is he
Oh, shoot.
doing it, Rachel? Is he telling them all that he's a drug addict?
What? No, I just said Steven is doing the drunk. Rip. And then Taylor said rip.
Rip, Steve.
Rip. Rip.
Thank
All the
you,
rips.
Rachel.
You're welcome.
Your damage control expert, Rachel Rabrach TV.
Yes,
YouTube.
that is me. Damage control.
Damage control
Rip
Rabrach.
Ridge. Yeah.
Guys, I have a huge idea.
Really? Do
That's a
you?
huge idea.
A huge.
Not a small one. Not a medium one. A huge.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay, so I'm not usually intoxicated,
It's
for
true.
those who don't know.
Clearly.
I don't do this often, so I've never had the experience of drunk texting someone.
Do it.
Uh-oh.
Do it. I've
Don't
done
do
it.
it.
I've done it, and it's fucking great. Do it.
Who should I text?
If you're gonna text anyone, just text someone in the kinder.
Oh,
What?
That way you don't majorly
text.
regret it.
I don't know.
You should text.
Do you have
Dude,
Ivan's number?
Should I text my brother, my friends?
do not text
My-
your father or mother because they will be disappointed in you. Trust me, I know.
They already are, but I won't do it. Who should I could text like some of my IRL friends, some college friends. Well, no, but I don't have college friends.
Text
I have high school.
Text your sister. She'll never ask you to take care of her niece or your niece ever again.
No, I love my niece so
No.
much to do that.
Don't do that.
She's
Te-
so
I need
nice.
those
She's so
snacks.
sweet, baby.
Send
I miss her.
Maz a message on Discord. That's what I did first time I got drunk.
Okay, you guys
What?
dictate it.
Yeah, Maz.
You can text Maz. He'll be like, "Are you okay?"
Otherwise, Ma's not going to be a thing.
Dude,
Or
Maz,
dictate-
Maz was very worried
dictate-
about me when I did that.
Dictate what I should type.
Tell him that you've always loved him.
That's okay.
Okay,
And then
I'm typing it right now.
This is
I'll send you. I'll send you a screenshot or something.
excellent.
At the end.
In the middle of a mission, Dave.
Okay. The
My first
Bear.
mission.
Oh, don't wait, no,
Not
no, wait,
you.
no, no, wait,
always.
no, wait, no. I meant you say that about yourself, not me. No, wait.
It's too late now.
Whoa!
I've been
Too
fooled.
late. You've been boozled.
Oh no, not the bean boozling.
Oh
Alright.
jeez.
Let me crop this screenshot and send it to you.
Oh no.
It's gonna be
Oh
I'm-
no.
one hell of a job.
I'm
I'm
gonna stream
cropping
for
this-
another 20 minutes or so, maybe. It might cut it short because,
Oh. Okay.
glass lost. Send me this screenshot, please.
Alright, I'm sending you the bamboozle.
Oh boy.
You're the bamboozle Bev Bear.
I feel like maybe I should just message him just saying
Whoa!
bamboozled.
Nah. You're good.
Dev
Oh,
Bearster said that you always love him. Oh yes. This is great. This is a good time here.
Are you gonna text Moz?
Yeah, I'm gonna send Maz a message just saying bamboozled.
You're gonna give him an explanation.
I'm not gonna
Might
give him,
be.
I'm not gonna give him an explanation. That's boring.
So what are you texting him, word for word?
I'm literally just sending the message bamboozled.
Again.
All caps, bamboozled. Bye, Glass. Enjoy writing fan fiction.
Bye.
Oh, I can't wait. Tinkle, tinkle, little winkle.
Oh.
There it is again.
Keeps on saying it.
Swans your wangs.
Alright. Now the next option that you have here is to drunk text yet another friend of yours.
Alright, who's next?
Alright. Give me 1 moment, sir.
Baby!
Oh.
Nice.
I should get another drink.
Yeah, you should.
Oh, BRB. I'm taking it off my headset so I can't hear you.
Okay.
Alright guys, what should we make Steven do?
I don't know.
Yes.
I have to leave soon.
Why do you have to leave, huh?
I'm being summoned
Oh no.
By the Rushlight Invader.
by the no.
Mind.
The hell?
Just summon you.
Oh.
Minute. Russian
No.
somebody wants you. There it is.
Oh no. Oh no.
Alright, I got myself some white wine.
Oh, okay.
Wine.
What did I
I'll
miss?
land on top of a ship.
I had peach wine on my birthday. It tasted like butt.
Oh, that's sad. I like plum wine. Plum wine is really good.
Ugh, it's so
Alright.
gross.
Who should I text next?
Alright, next you're gonna hit up Turtle Amigo.
Turtle?
Turtle Amigo.
That he's gay.
Yeah, tell him that he is
No,
a gaybo.
No, wait, no.
Where'd
Uh-oh.
Cinna go?
What am I saying?
What was that, Dad?
Yeah.
What?
Where'd Cinnamon go?
I can't hear you.
Where did Cinnamon go?
I don't know. She said she was gonna download Dropile, but then she just never came back.
I know her.
I'm out. Bye. Oh.
Okay then, Steven.
Alright.
Yo, am I
Who's that?
to the stream right now?
Jelly!
Hello.
Boy.
Hi, Jelly.
Jelly, did you ever answer?
Oh no, I never got an answer.
Whatever.
Whoa, I'm Crash to the stream. I just came to say you're all lovely people and I enjoy what you do.
Steven's drunk.
Aww.
Why don't you
Yeah.
come around? If you're
No.
lovers, why don't you come around here anymore?
But, me? I'm always busy with work or other stuff.
You okay, Steven?
I know where you go after work.
I'm fine.
Steven, drink some water.
But I only go there for like 2 hours, then like I go to bed because I need sleep.
No, you don't.
Hey, you said something about a girlfriend last time?
Listen, that's we're not gonna talk about that on the stream.
Okay, he has a girlfriend now.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Also, hi Steven. I'm also named Steven. I'm Steven Jelly, but Steven.
I'm Steven the French pineapple.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I thought it was in her face too.
Whoa, the French pineapple that's gonna go to the kindergarten New York meetup?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's me, and I am intoxicated at the moment.
Oh,
Huh. Weird. Why aren't you going to the meetup, Rach? Aren't you working?
Shut up, Dave. I'm sad.
No, but seriously, why aren't you coming, Rach? You hate us all of a sudden?
No. I wanted to go so badly, and I asked my mom, but she said no. And I was like, okay, it's fine.
and because you hate them all, right? Say it
Yeah,
clearly in the mic so we can
No, wait.
record it and make drama videos about it.
I don't wanna.
I've got my setup ready.
Drama.
So,
Fucking.
I'll
say
just
the word,
watch Corey's
bitch.
vlog and all the Snapchats and cry in my bed. That's what I'll do.
I need to check the snap.
Right,
What am I
Dylan,
sending
it's
to
gonna be
Turtle
fun.
Amigo, dude?
You're gonna call him a gaybo.
That's not nice.
Yo, who set up that meetup with Frederator? I assume it was Ginger because Ginger
I
was
thought
going
it was-
over to visit Frederator anyway.
Oh,
Nope, it was
mostly
Yeah.
Ivan, I think.
Apparently, it was.
I don't know. I don't know. It was.
Maz replied.
Yeah, he replied to me.
I asked if it was Ginger, but like, I tried
Maybe it
asking
was a
him, but
team
never
effort.
got
I don't know.
response.
They have a server that for just the meetup specifically or something, I think, and they discuss it there. I don't know. I don't know anything.
I don't know because you're in it. You're not in it. Why not, Rachel? No.
Because I hate you all, that's why.
Oh my
No.
Me too.
I had it on
kidding.
recording. No, I didn't.
No, shut up.
I didn't. Do not worry. I'm
I
too
will
busy
fight.
walking.
I'm
Everyone.
recording all of this
Yeah.
because it's a stream.
Oh,
Yes.
why you do this?
Because.
But he's got the context and stuff, so we know it's a joke. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ethan, Tom's back.
Huh?
Tom's back.
Huh?
Oh,
Tom?
Tom's back.
Tom?
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 Tom.
Tom?
Tom?
Oh,
Tom.
Tom?
Oh, Tom.
Tom.
Yeah. Tom.
Tom.
Do I actually know who Tom is?
Do you really?
Do you not remember? Do you not remember Tom?
Which, what? Give me a recap.
Tom.
I don't know what Tom.
It's Tom.
What's Tom? What's...
No.
Now it's Tom, and I'm just like, what? What's
What?
Tom?
Stop!
Death Bear, check your DMs.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
I'm Tom.
Oh, what's your name? Oh.
Oh, yeah. I remember now.
Jelly, you're not the only one.
Tom.
I'm so confused. Who's Tom?
I don't know.
I don't know. Just sounds funny.
Am I Tom? Are we all Tom?
Because I know several Toms. Well, not several, but I know a few Toms. I don't know who doesn't know at least 2 Toms.
I know one Tom.
Oh, okay, apparently Rachel doesn't know 2 Toms.
Mm-hmm.
I know like 5
Sorry.
Toms.
That's a lot of
I
Toms.
forgot one of the Toms.
Fair amount of Toms. You know, all of the Toms that I know wear Tims. They're Tim Toms.
Ha.
Stop.
Oh, I guess I know 2
Oh.
Toms then. I don't really know, but I know of
You know of.
There we go.
Tims and Toms.
Tims and Toms.
You
Yes.
don't talk to Tim.
Yes.
This is a
What?
long mission. Holy crap.
Holy crap.
Holy
Death Bear, did
crap.
you see what I sent you?
Yeah, I saw it, Steven.
Ah,
Are you proud of me?
crap.
I am so proud of you.
Oh,
I'm so proud of you, my pineapple.
Oh.
You just
Pat,
hurt
pat.
Jelly's feelings.
Victory pose. Victory pose.
Victory pose. Oh my god.
Oh,
yeah, Jelly.
When did you
Jelly,
make that?
Jelly.
what?
I made this like.
Jelly, I'm about to have a session 4.
Dude.
I know. I saw session 3.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Holy, but
Welcome back.
Was Rachel just...
No one, well, wait, what do you mean welcome back? Rachel just
No,
left.
Glass.
Yeah, no,
Glass.
that's what
In
like, did Rachel
chat.
just...
In chat.
What?
Remember that I'm
What- what-
streaming, sir. Glass came back.
Yeah, Glass Sync came back.
What?
Don't be rude.
Why did Rachel leave?
Oh,
It's okay, Glass Sync. I appreciate you. And over at Steven Jelly YouTube channel, I can appreciate you more if you go and smash that subscribe button.
Jelly, you make
hey, while you're at it, could you give me like $5 on Patreon?
Can you
And
make a
while
video
you're
that
at it,
actually animates
While
something?
you're at it,
No.
Shut up.
please go ahead and commission me and support me on Patreon. By the way, follow my Twitter.
While you're at it,
And put you
I'm
in
a
the
good boy.
fair box,
don't
sir.
stop me
Yes,
now.
good boy, Steven.
I'm a good boy.
No plugging your own stuff here. No jelly. Bad.
Subscribe to the French Pineapple.
Oh,
I do a bunch of
Steven!
sexy stuff.
What are you talking about? I have videos on my channel.
Yeah, I don't want you freaking. No, you get your own. Get
What
out
do
of
you
here.
have on your channel, Steven?
I have Vivio.avi and also the Beanpod. And also, if you go to Toilet Witchcraft, you'll see Sins of the Jelly, which is just me screaming for 10 minutes.
Alright then.
Or not 10 minutes, 10 seconds. Too much of an over-exaggeration. Yeah.
Your entire life is just one big exaggeration.
It was literally me just covering Sins of the Father from Metal Gear Solid.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Quand
Exactly.
j'étais petit, je n'étais pas grand, je montrais mon cul à tous les passants.
Oh, that's extraction,
Where
right?
is that at?
That's on Toilet Witchcraft. That's a channel where me, Neverkicker, and everyone else there makes trash, aka shitpost.
Yeah, I saw this.
Oh wait, is that the other channel?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Freaking random. You know when Neverkick did the like the announcement of it, and he put that little preview at the end. I don't know why, but that was extremely.
Hey, Steve,
That was
Steven.
That was from Smeef,
Yep.
and that was the guy that voiced
Message
that was
Peachella
Beefus, I
next.
believe.
That was actually funny.
I never texted Turtle, but I can message Peach.
Oh,
Peach and I
I
are
mean,
cool.
yeah, you gotta call Turtle a gaybo too.
So what are these color coding? Like,
Oh, they're color
Okay.
coded by.
Are you good
by
friends with Turtle
color.
actually, Steven?
Yeah, we're pretty close.
I
Okay,
am white.
yes, call him a gaybo.
no, you're not.
Exactly. Pink was already taken by Silver.
No, yeah. Is it purple?
Purple is Beepus. If you go to the playlist, you can see like which, like who's each color.
Red.
Red is Popjack.
Ah,
Yellow is Ginger. Orange is Nevercake. And teal is me.
I saw school videos on my.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It's
Alright,
on
who's
there.
next?
By
Peach.
the way,
Yes.
Vivi came back.
Did she?
Alright, what am I
She
telling you
came
to?
back and she did the animation for the Sins of the Jelly, and that's all
Right.
she did. And then disappeared once again into the void.
I'm not sure what you should tell the Peach actually.
Who's, when did she do that?
She did that like in June, like end of June.
Been more alive in her. So,
You guys talk about different stuff.
I'm sorry, we're catching up, like you know people do.
yeah.
Alright, catch up over in that channel over there.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I don't even like ketchup. I'm more of a barbecue sauce man.
That was disgusting. Much like barbecue sauce.
Ooh.
Much like my integrity for plugging my own channel. Go check out Stephen Jelly.
I will hurt you.
Go check out the French pineapple.
I will hurt you too.
Check out Twelnor for the
Okay,
latest
let's
and
go.
greatest memes.
I mean, I linked your channels both for you, but oh well.
Oh, I
Not Jelly though, because Jelly's a jerk. Oh, they left. They went to the fish tank. What the heck? We also lost an Ethan. Who did that? Did you do that, Steven?
Did I do what?
I don't know. Did you do a thing?
I'm typing to Peach right now.
Excellent. Make sure she is adequately confused with your actions.
Okay. So far I'm telling her, hey, Peach, I'm intoxicated and Deaf Bear is feeding me lines to drunk text friends, but he doesn't know what to... What was I saying?
I don't know, man. I don't know. First layer. I'm solving the Rubik's Cube again. It's an enjoyable time. Okay. I'm not sure why I ended up kicking them all out because I'm actually going to end stream soon. Do I listen to musicals?
Okay.
I occasionally listen to musicals, but I'm not really a musical person sometimes. It depends on how I feel on that particular day. And man, do I feel like eating some chocolate coffee beans right now. Steven, what's your favorite food?
Oh, you can't ask me that. but off the top of my head, I really like spaghetti carbonara,
Ooh.
the Southern Charm Bergen from Red Robin. I don't remember. I like food. I'm not a picky eater. I eat everything because I'm French.
You know, I'm not sure it's because you're French.
Well, fuck you.
You okay there, buddy?
Sorry, I didn't mean to say the F word to you. That was me.
No, you just sound
And
like
uncalled for.
Hi,
Getting a
I
bit
just
far.
came one last time to say you guys are great.
Oh,
Enjoy your
Of course I'm great. I'm French.
Listen, I'm not.
Oh my
listen,
God.
I just came to compliment you, and I expect you to be humble about it, not sucking your own cock. Okay?
I can't reach it. I need you to do it.
No, man, it's easy. Just remove the ribs, and there you go. Be like that chick from Skullgirls, and just tear off your head and put it on your wine. And just go at it.
Fuck.
What
Oh
are
my
you
God.
talking about? You sound stupid.
He's talking about me.
Rip off my.
I am stupid.
He is very stupid.
I'm
No,
sorry.
Actually, don't talk
I'm.
like this. I just
I-
talk like this, actually.
I'm sorry. I want to appreciate the compliment you gave me, and thank you. That was very sweet of you to say. And I'm intoxicated and not thinking clearly, which is no real excuse. But I will give you an explanation, but not an excuse. I'm just explaining rather than trying to redeem myself.
He's
So
trying.
thank you for the compliment.
I
He's trying
appreciate
to-
you
Uh,
going. I appreciate you going through the great lengths to say that back, but in actuality, I don't care because it's just a prank.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Just a good old meme, my dude. Don't worry.
It's just a prank,
sure.
dude.
you're a good person, probably.
He's not,
I
no, definitely not.
I doubt you don't know me.
He's pretty disgusting, honestly.
I'm
I am.
gonna tinkle myself.
Eh.
Anywho, you two go have fun playing some New Game Plus, whatever you play.
Oh no, I just do that to annoy people. That's
Oh, I
Mm-hmm.
actually hate New Game Plus. I did it for Shovel Knight and it hurt me internally.
excellent, wonderful.
I need to play hard mode of Breath of the Wild to make myself happy.
Breath of the Wild is a good game.
It makes me happy.
It fills me with joy and feelings I've never felt before, like happiness and longing.
Because he's longing to play it.
Anywho, I'm gonna go return to the void. I just came to pop in to say hi and then plug my shit, but JK, I just more came to say hi and say you guys are good people. Have fun streaming.
No, the stream's about to end actually.
Oh, okay. Well, have fun
no.
ending the stream.
Ugh.
Farewell.
I'm
I'm
enjoying
gonna
it.
crop this and send this to you.
See ya.
Excellent. There he goes.
Alright, Dev Bear.
Yep.
Dev Bear.
Yo,
Check your direct messages.
I shall do such things. Oh wow, it's like an actual paragraph. Wow. Turtaula. I don't actually know what you tried to say at the end of that. I did you all to Maz and oh, you did to Maz and Turtle. Okay, I got so confused. Did you actually message Turtle as well?
Yeah, I call him a. I said, you're gaybo. You're a gaybo. I'm intoxicated. And, being dared to text while drunk. Wine drunk.
I'm not even daring.
Drank.
I'm just saying that you should try it, and you did.
And I'm not apologizing because I'm gonna regret this when I wake up. I'm gonna blame you for it.
I know.
You know that, right?
Yeah, yeah, I know. It's okay.
Alcohol and peer pressure does not mix well.
I am not sorry.
You fucking aren't. You're too good to be sorry.
Oh.
You're the goddamn dev bear.
Hey. Thank you. Hey, Steven.
Yeah.
Where do you think the whole thing that French people are stuck up comes from?
Probably because they're impatient. And
Impatient?
also, okay, how about this? Most people who visit France, they don't visit France. They visit Paris. They visit a tourist attraction. They visit a city. That's not representative of the whole country. And when they visit Paris, they are tourists who don't usually understand or speak the language, the French language, very well. So French people are kind of, used to tourists always, probably bothering them for directions or whatever, and they're just the Parisians, people living in Paris, are probably just annoyed and tired and bothered by tourists who annoy them. So they probably look stuck up just because they deal with tourists every day. But the rest of France, not that stuck up.
Nah.
In my opinion.
I mean, you're
So I'd say
definitely not a stuck-up person, and you're not you're the second French person I've met. The other person was a bit of a jerk.
Yeah. I mean, I am French.
Yes.
And I mean, it's more of a personal thing, but I do feel superior to people I talk to just because my life has been so rich and diverse. I mean, I've been to 3 different continents, at least 10 different countries. I've had a rich and interesting life. And this is not the case for all French people. I've just moved a lot because I was the son of a military officer, and I mean, I do think that I'm a little stuck up sometimes just because I've had a rich and interesting life and I'm only 20 years old. But then again, it's not because I've, visited like exotic locations and all that, or, seen so many different cultures and, am bilingual and all that jazz. But I feel that are we still streaming, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
Would you like me to end the
just checking.
stream to talk? Because I've gone past 3
you're
hours.
I mean, you're good. Do what you want. I try not to be stuck up, but I do know that sometimes I act or feel superior. But that's where most of my insecurities come from. I'm afraid of being a stuck up asshole, so I overcompensate and I self-deprecate and am mean to myself.
Hmm. Why do you think you're superior to other people in some situations?
Well, because I can, like, okay, not in some situations. It's like when people first meet me, like when I move to a new school or whatever. I want to make a good impression because every time I move to a new place, it gave me a chance to reinvent myself, to, not be the awkward kid anymore. So I would like just put myself on display as like, haha, look at me, I'm bilingual. I've been to so many different places. I've lived on an exotic island. I've lived in South America. I've been to the United States. I've been to France. I've been to Germany. I've been to Canada. I've been to who fucking cares? And so I am afraid that I come across as stuck up just because I'm talking about myself.
Ah. I suppose I understand
And
that.
I you know, like everybody, I like talking about myself. Like we discussed it, you know, people generally like talking about themselves, but I hate that I like it because I know I will ramble, just like I'm doing now. This conversation is something I do not like about myself, is because I'm, you know, just talking about myself. Like, hey, look at me, look at me. I think I'm stuck up, or I'm tired, and I'm, what was I saying? I forgot. I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't be talking anymore. I'm way too intoxicated, and I'm not articulate. I'm really bad at articulating what I believe in the first place, because I'm bilingual and can't speak English as well as others, nor can I speak French as well as others. So I can't, even while sober, I can't articulate my feelings and emotions and opinions very well. So being drunk, it's not going to make a good difference. It's going to make a big difference, but not a good one.
Well, this has been really interesting and lots of fun, actually. We've been streaming for 3 hours and 6 minutes. You've actually been here for the entire time, and you thought that you weren't actually going to make it for the whole stream. Look at you go. So,
yeah.
Thanks to the four viewers that have currently waited all the way to the end of the stream. I applaud you for your patience with us, because we're horrible individuals. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll be streaming again on Monday, 9 p.m. UTC plus 8. And I'll be posting a video tomorrow morning, hopefully around 9 o'clock. So thank you for watching. I hope you come to say hello in the next stream that I do. And, you know, subscribe to The French Pineapple, subscribe to CinnaBani, subscribe to Twelnor and Stephen Jelly. They all were lots of fun. Subscribe to Rachel as well, I guess.
Congratulations to those 4 people watched the whole thing and listened to my rambles.
Yeah. The drunk ramblings.
You really have nothing else. Yeah. Yeah, those people really have no French drunk guy.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Was that offensive? Should I say that to viewers? Thank you for watching. Honestly, I appreciate it, and I need to act less drunk, even though I am clearly not in a position to.
Considering that I'm ending the stream, you can act as drunk as you like, my friend. Goodbye, everybody.
Kill me.